What in the world, bro? What's going on with you, man? It's your boy Big Low Kuntry, and man, I got some legends. Got some NFC South legends on here, man. Rashaad, Dave, y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Yo, what's good, fam? It's your boy Rashaad. It is Dave in the building. Hey, listen, bro. We back. Hey, let me get a pause. And if all my Panther Nation folks in the building, let me get a pause in the chat. Shout out to y'all, man. We out here, Rashaad and Dave. Appreciate the invite, Big Low.
I appreciate
the strike
y'all coming on.
The strike continues, ladies and gentlemen. The strike continues.
What word, Dave? What strike, bro? What word?
No Panthers gear until I see some rational decisions within the franchise, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
No more Panthers gear on this show until I see some rationale from this organization.
That's tough, bro.
They got their next chance. Their next chance is the draft.
I don't think they should be all right. They should be all right, Dave, for the draft.
All right.
They should be all right, bro.
All right, man. They'll be all right.
Maybe
Big Q, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
What's happening, fam? Big Q from the Sports Coma, the Great Saint Think Tank, representing the Who Dat Nation. Much love to the fam, our NFC South family members. Much love to my dogs, Rashaad and Dave, Big Low. And also Brother James is in the building as well. So much respect to the family, and I'm happy to be here. Thank y'all.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Big Game James. Go ahead and tell people who you is, bro.
Hey, man, this your boy Big Game James, host of Big Game Sports Buzz and former Tampa Bay Buccaneer defensive tackle. So I'm not the resident guy that just covered the news. I just happen to play for him and still got a space for him in my heart.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Hey, y'all already know who I am. I'm old Big Low Kuntry, just old country boy, former football coach that loves to sit around and talk about sports. You know, we got to do the NFC South Roundtable. There have been a lot of things that's been going on, fellas. You know, a lot of turnover. You know, the Saints, they were wandering aimlessly around the bayou for a while. You know, Sean Watson, he kind of played both the Falcons and the Panthers, and I ain't no telling what's going on down there in Tampa Bay, boy. You know.
Look, man, all I gotta say is this, bro. Matt Rule is the longest tenure coach in the NFC South. That was not on my bingo card, folks.
Wow.
Not there. Didn't make no appearance. Right. I didn't think that's all it took.
Boy, amazing.
Hey, right. At least he accomplished something.
Yeah, that's accomplishment. Anyway, right. Wow.
Man. So
I ain't consider that, bro.
Man, so I tell you what, man. Let's go ahead and start off with Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Bruce Arians, he just stepped down. What do y'all think is going to happen with Tampa Bay this season? Big game. Like, what's the outlook? What's the prognosis, my brother?
Well, I just got done doing my show, and I told my co-host Jay Stoggs, that we realistically still in a good position. The reason being is the NFC South is not what it has been in the last couple of years. So this, my phone rang last night, and my boy was like, "Yo, man, you about to hear a shakeup?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And lo and behold, about 5 minutes later, it came out that Bruce Arians had stepped aside and took a consulting role, and Todd Bowles was going to be the coach. Yeah. But I think they tried to put all the pieces in place for Arians to slide out, Bowles to slide in, and still be left in a good position because they got Tom Brady coming back to help out on offense. A lot of pieces they still bring it back on defense. So I don't think the team has changed much to where he has all the pieces in place to kind of help him out. And he wanted to make sure, Arians wanted to make sure the coaching staff was still left whole and intact, and that management and ownership weren't going to make a whole lot of other changes, so it'll still be run a whole lot like it has been even prior to this move happening.
Okay. Now, we were talking in a little group chat. Myself personally,
mm-hmm.
I think Tom fired Bruce. I don't think he stepped down. I think Tom pushed him down. But Dave, Rashaad, and the brothers from Loose Cannons, they trying to convince me that Bruce, this was the master plan the whole time. Do you have any insight on that, James?
Now, what I was told from somebody I know in the organization, that this has been in the works even before Tom Brady came back. And this person that told me this, I believe what he says. He's up inside the organization. So now, whether they putting on a damn good front to everybody to save face with Tom Brady, they selling the hell out of it, low, because when I got on, I was like, hey man, what's really going on? It's like, nah, he thought about doing it after the Super Bowl, but he really worked the plan. Got with like the GM, got with the Glazers to make sure they're gonna sign off on everything here late. This was done before Tom even signed back. So that's what they telling everybody.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you this, man, and I said this in the chat too, Big Low. BA is an ally, bro. BA set up the shop to get our minority coach in there to have a chance to succeed. Because typically, historically, other than when Tony Dungy passed the baton to Jim Caldwell and Mike Tomlin knocking the job out of the park, this doesn't happen often when minority coaches get a good situation.
Right.
Does not happen often at all.
Because look at Lovie Smith. He got a horrible
Lovie
situation
out here,
in Houston.
Lovie out here got to make miracles in Houston.
Exactly.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
But I will say the quarterback he got right now might be better than Rex Grossman. He took him to the Super Bowl.
This is true.
So,
This is true. This is true.
Yeah.
First part
Man
of
can
that man,
coach.
last name ain't Gross for no reason.
Listen, that dude is terrible.
Now look, I did just hear some news out of New Orleans. This is crazy. Guess what, guys? Your boy, your quarterback Taysom Hill, he's a tight end. How about that, boy? What in the world?
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought it, boy?
Well, just as long as he ain't the quarterback no more, man. I mean, that was Coach Payton, man. Coach Payton believed in Taysom Hill, man. Even referred to him as Steve Young. I thought that was yeah. He considered him that. He really had high expectations for Taysom, and I mean, he does. And listen, Taysom Hill's a weapon, man. He's a weapon. As a wide receiver, as a tight end, I mean, he's a weapon. He's a mismatch problem for guys. He runs away from defensive backs. They'll have a handful of linebackers in this league that could keep up with him playing that tight end position. So we'll see how it looks, bro. As long as he's not the quarterback, and we did pull in Andy Dalton as Jameis's backup quarterback. So
like
that pretty much that's another severe upgrade over Trevor Siemian. So that does provide a quality backup quarterback behind us, and of course Taysom Hill as a tight end wide receiver weapon. They move him around, and I think that's a good place for him to be.
Shit, I just wish we could get a quarterback.
Ooh.
You might gonna get one Rashaad. in this draft, bro. I mean, y'all. Hey, listen,
you ready, bro?
Willis?
I don't think so, my brother. I don't think so, my
bro.
brother.
They got bro. You got
bro. We about to walk out.
Then the cut dry. You think?
We about to walk out there with Samuel Darnold, Esquire.
Y'all gonna ride out with Sam?
We about to ride out there with Samuel Darnold, Esquire, bro.
19 mil.
It depends.
19 million.
It depends how the board fall, man. I think if one of them tackles happen to fall, I think they're gonna take the tackle and roll with Sam. Yeah, man. They really put effort in, especially in free agency. You look at free agency, man. We did a decent job. We did a really good job going out there and fixing the offensive line. Bradley Bozeman, Austin Corbett, two solid pickups there.
Yeah.
So I think they're really all in on fixing the offensive line for us. And I really honestly think, I know everybody wants to pencil in Willis, and who knows what happens if somebody's going to jump up in front of us. But if one of those tackles, if Icky is there, or if Evan Neal is there, I strongly think we will take a tackle and pick a quarterback later. If you listen to our GM speak, they don't really care about. I mean, it's apparent if you listen to and not just listen to what they're saying, but watch their actions. Mm-hmm. They don't care about elite quarterback play. They just want to they want to fix everything around them and then just plop a dude in there and then just let them go. And so they finally actually helped the quarterback by fixing the offensive line. Mm-hmm. We've had shitty offensive line play for the past, forever since Jordan Gross retired. Mm-hmm. And so now we're in a situation where they're actually putting effort towards fixing it. And I think if one of those guys is there and we can pick up a Desmond Ridder or something like that, or Matt Corral or something like that a little bit later, I think they will consider doing that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. The thing for me is, and I've said this time and time again, I think we should take an offensive lineman before we take a quarterback. I think we should take a pass rusher before we take a quarterback. And the reason why is because of the situation with Matt Rule. I have no interest in taking a quarterback in the first round, knowing this guy could be out of here if we go 6-11 or 5-12 again.
Then the next coach come along and picks his
Bingo.
own guy.
Justin
That's right.
Fields. Yep. Bingo.
That's right.
That's the situation that Panthers fans don't understand. All they see is Malik Willis. Oh, if he's there at 6, you got to take him. But there's so many layers to unfold. Like, you don't just want to pick a quarterback and have him set up for failure when the next coach comes in and he gets Rosen, or he gets up in Chicago right now, Justin Fields. Like,
yeah, that happened
just
to
because
Dwayne Haskins, didn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, it happens all the time.
Oh yeah.
You don't just want to
that man.
Yeah, you just don't want to get it. You don't want to just get a dude just because he's nice. Like, just because he's nice, it doesn't mean it works for the future of the franchise. And so Dave is absolutely right. And there's layers to unfold to that. It's not that cut and dry for the Panthers.
But consider this too, Low Country, man. Big Low. Let me explain something to you, bro. You guys were fat, dumb, and happy with Matt Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
But then something happened. You know
what happened, Dave?
Besides, what happened?
Sean Watson.
Thomas Brady Esquire decided to come back from freaking retirement. So at that point, they're like, all right, well, we got to get Deshaun, man. We got to get this Deshaun shit popping. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that shit didn't work out? Well, we ain't going to win with Matt Ryan anyway. We need to get him out of here, too. They take it for Bryce.
I think Logan was trying to hold on to Matt Ryan for at least another year. I think that's what Lowe was trying to do.
Right.
For at least another year.
That's what the plan.
I know what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
It's time for
the
Matty Melt
Falcons
to
organization
get
has applies.
Man, look, at the end of the day, y'all know on my channel, I apply all situations to a song. At this situation,
what
one
happened?
of those cases. Where
What happened, Lo?
Arthur Blank wasn't loyal. No, he wasn't. Like, he wasn't loyal to the situation.
Oh Lord.
He wasn't loyal. You see the Deshaun Watson out there, and you know he took off his 3-piece suit. He got naked.
He got naked for a Lo.
He got naked for him.
Hey, Lo, when I first heard you say, "Oh no, what the world, Bo?" He done got naked and didn't get it. I was on the ground dead, dog. Oh my God.
Oh man.
He got naked for that man. Then it didn't work out. So now you sit here, you know.
Well, hey, Lo, we was naked for a whole year though. At least y'all just got naked for about a week. Yo, we stripped for that dude for a year. A whole year we was taking off our clothes for this man.
Paul.
And he said no numerous times.
He said no numerous times, right? Like,
man.
But you know what? That's when you got to have some discipline and know what the word no means, because it was too late in the game for them to do that. They just restructured them. And then, you know, Atlanta couldn't say, Brother Fontenot and the rest of them couldn't say, you know what? We appreciate it, but we won't stick to what we got. And then, of course, he pisses off Matt Ryan and his wife, and there's no reconciliation. They had to eat the 40-something odd million in dead cap money. My goodness.
Third round pick, Q.
That's all they got for him. That's all they got for him, bro.
The Colts.
Yeah.
Colts, bro.
Yeah, that was up. They didn't
have to take no cap hit. They didn't have to take no cap hit, and they don't have to give up a third round pick. We out here trading for Carson Wentz. Wentz got more, bro.
Two second round pick.
Second round pick.
What in the world?
Somebody see something I don't see.
That was rough.
Yeah. You're right, James.
Yeah.
You're right.
I don't understand. I don't understand it either, man.
Man, I better tell y'all, James, Rashaad, and Dave, I better tell y'all what it is. And Coach Roney told me what happened. Terry Fontenot, a double agent. That's all it is. That's all it is to it. Terry Fontenot, he came for the Saints. He came here to mess us up. That's what it was.
He a double agent.
Double agent.
Still working for us, bro.
He still getting taken for the Saints.
Lo, did I not tell you that when Fontenot took that job, I see any success you get, we ain't gonna let you forget it, baby.
We're in a lose-lose situation.
Let you know.
We're in a lose-lose situation.
That's right. So if he take you to the playoffs, you can thank the Who Dat Nation, because we raised Fontenot all the way up. He came in the door from the floor to the ceiling. That he was raised in the black and gold building. But listen, I mean, that was just a bad decision. He should have just told the kid no and just thank you and let him go ahead on about his business.
Right.
Because y'all weren't even involved in it, bro. He dragged them into it.
He did.
So Big Low, can we also thank you for my man Brady as well?
Man, bro.
Yo, Brady.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Like, bro, Brady was
I
out
don't
here
know
for
what to say
40
about
days.
that one either.
Brody was out there for 40 days trying to figure out how to do this non-football shit, and it was like, nah, man, I gotta get hit.
I'm talking about Joe Brady.
Oh,
no,
Brady.
Joe Brady.
Since we talking about Saints trees,
you got a point.
Can we thank you for that one too?
Yeah. You can thank the Saints for that one too.
Nah. No, sure.
No.
You know how the boy do.
No. That voodoo. That's that Saints voodoo, man.
That's not directly us, bro. He went to LSU. And I was saying the kid had a rocket on his back, and you got to watch out for that because he was rising faster than what he was supposed to. And I was like, nah, he need to stay somewhere. You know, he need to learn that. And he just kept going up there, and you got to watch out for that. And I think he's with Buffalo now as a QB coach or something?
QB coach.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, they take all our shit, man. Buffalo, they just take everybody. Man. Everybody that used to play for the Panthers, they
took
all
our GM. They took
everybody.
our coach.
Yeah,
everybody.
Took our players.
Everybody.
Changing overtime rules and shit.
AJ Klein up there, and AJ Klein went from Carolina to the Saints and went up to Buffalo. So I mean, he doing pretty good up there. Matter of fact, I thought it was the end of the line for him. He done found new life up there in Buffalo. So yeah, I can see the pipeline.
Yeah, McDermott is nice, man.
McDermott is good,
nice.
Bro.
Yeah, he putting together good staff.
Nice, man.
Hey, Low, y'all think Marcus Mariota really can come in and help y'all out, being that he was with Arthur
3-13, bro. 3-13.
What's his nickname? What's his nickname?
Talk about Marcus Motorola.
I still couldn't believe that pick.
No, they can't get no respect.
Figure that one out, Low.
Man,
Marcus Motorola.
Yo, man, come on, man.
That's terrible.
It's just like Dave said earlier, bro. I don't know if he said this during the show or if it was one of those cases where he said it before the show started. Man, that nepotism, man, that nephewtism, whatever however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Nephewtism.
Shout out to Pat
Coltrane.
Shout out to Pat Coltrane. Nephewtism.
Nephewtism.
You know, the NFL got a nephewtism problem, bro. You got to look at that last name and figure out where it came from.
Hey, man. I've been telling you, or just who you know, because I'm gonna tell you, we turning into the Atlanta Bears right now. Like everybody that the Bears had, because we just got the old GM.
Unless it's the 85 Bears, you don't want to be like them.
Hey, bro, I'll tell you so. It's gonna be some hard times, bro. I just gotta make sure that Coach Roney rashes the moonshine during the shows because I'm finna be getting in here getting very toasty.
All right, so Big Low, I got a question for that. So what are y'all doing at quarter? Are y'all going to draft a quarterback? Y'all trying to hop us to get a quarterback?
We ain't got no choice, bro. I feel like it's going to be one of those cases where they're going to take Malik or they're going to take Ritter. Ooh. If y'all take Malik, then we
want Pickett, to be honest. I'm talking about in the Panthers organization. I think they want Pickett, but we'll see.
Wants Pickett.
We've been tired of everybody.
Bro.
You got two of them, though. Y'all got two first rounders, don't you?
We only have one.
No, we got
one pick, and then they got to wait for a long time.
Fourth round is our next pick. Fourth round.
Our draft show's about to be epic, man. We about to walk up in there for an hour for the first day.
Put our feet up.
Come back on the third day and talk about all these 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round picks we got.
Wow.
No day 2 picks. None.
But yeah, I mean, we ain't got. So they said the reason why. They said the reason why Marcus Motorola came to Atlanta.
Nah, man, I ain't gonna let you do that, man. I ain't gonna let you call that man Motorola this whole. Man, put some respect on that dude.
Okay,
name.
All right, my bad, man, my bad. Marcus Mariota. They said the reason why he came to Atlanta is because he's getting a chance to start. So I think just from hearing that, I think it's one of those cases where they know that he's going to be. They know that they're going to take somebody else in the draft. So yeah. I'm gonna
say it, bro. The Falcons are doing what a lot of Panther fans wish that we were doing, and that is tanking for Bryce, bro. Y'all are preparing for Bryce. It's not about 2022. It's about 2023. You're gonna pray and hope that Brady doesn't think he's gonna play more than 1 year. And the division is going to be wide the hell open for any of us to win the shit.
But the thing is, though, bro, is that you got to think about it. Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot, they're in the situation right now where they need to win now. Like we ain't gonna wait. We ain't gonna wait.
We're not gonna Matt rule it. We're not
we ain't gonna Matt
rule it.
rule it. Nah, we ain't gonna Matt rule it.
Nah, man.
So
Arthur Blank is loyal. Arthur Blank is loyal than you think.
Arthur Blank also 80-something. He also 80-something years old.
He ain't gonna see no championship, bro. I think he might accept that shit. He ain't gonna see no goddamn championship. He gonna be out of here before that happens. He ain't gonna see no championship with Atlanta. That ain't happening. That man gonna wait 5. They're gonna wait 4 or 5 years with your boy Arthur. Arthur can take a 3-14 season and be okay. Get your quarterback popping. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Get your quarterback popping.
Don't accept mediocrity, man. It's not a fun place to be because that's where we are. And like the Panthers, we just rolling with Matt Rule. And I think this is going to be his last year. If he can't get it done, I firmly believe that he will get fired. But it's not fun to sit around with a bad coach. I mean, luckily he did. We did do some work on the staff this offseason. We got Ben McAdoo, which I think Ben McAdoo is a good addition as a coordinator. Don't want him as my head coach, but as a coordinator, I think he's pretty solid. And then I would say, defensively we brought in like Steve Wilkes and some guys that I like that were solid in the past. So he's brought some dudes that know what they're doing. But I don't think it's going to be enough. We'll see. We'll see if they can get it done. Because if we go up 6 and whatever again, it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's going to be hard time. Hard time. Now I know that I know the Falcons been complaining, the Panthers been complaining, and it's like the Saints and the Buccaneers, they down there just kind of quiet because they, they feel.
I mean, if you got Tom Brady, you would be quiet too.
Lonely down here, man. It's lonely at the bottom.
Hey, because we all know about 2 weeks prior to that announcement that he was coming back, everybody was like, "What the hell are we about to do with the quarterback position?" Because Trav can't get it done. He couldn't even suit up during the regular season as a number 2 quarterback. So, and then Gabbert, shit. So yeah, it changed a whole lot of things and a whole lot of outlook on what it was looking like. I'm like, man, this could be a bad situation.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. When Brady retired, the first thing I thought, I was like, well, shit. Matt Rule might have a chance at this shit, but no Brady.
He cracked a little bit.
He might have a chance with this shit. The moment Brady said, "Fuck these kids," I knew then.
I think he went to the carpool lane 2 times. Like, I can't do this.
The carpool lane.
Back to work.
That's funny. Yo, that's funny. The carpool lane is funny.
My man tried to drop his kids off one day. He was like, "Nah, I don't know if I can do this."
Right.
Nah, these kids jerks. I can't fool with them. Now, I mean, so what moves has Tampa Bay made during the offseason, Jane?
Well, I like the we had Ollie Moppet retire, which was a big move, and he just made his second time. I think first Pro Bowl and been All Pro. To see he retired, but for what we were able to go to get from New England and that guard, what's the guard's name? Y'all gotta forgive me, man. I've been, like I said, that CTE is real. I've been hitting my head way too many times, but the young guard that we got picked up for I think a 5th round pick we had to give up for that. So we made that move. We come get Russell Gage from Atlanta to help with the receiver. He can help while Chris Godwin is still recovering from the knee surgery. And just, we doing small things to keep different pieces in place, different players restructuring contracts. There it is. Thank you, Shaq Mason, that we went and picked up from New England. So, we making small moves like that. I think that's going to, help us get along. Jensen decided to come back at the center position, which was big because we thought that he was going to be gone. Fournette being back, I'm still hoping that Vaughn is going to have a breakout year because Fournette said he wanted to be paid like one of the best running backs in the game, and I just want to know what he's smoking because he's definitely not one of a good part for us, but not top. He want to be paid like top 5. Is why it took so long to get him back in.
Top 5. Everybody wants their bag, bro. You've been in the league. Everybody wants their bag, right? And now the bag is like so plentiful nowadays. So.
Yeah. With that new TV deal coming in, they just giving away money, boy.
They finna get broke off. Like you, what them Saints been up to? Like, besides getting a new tight end, what the Saints?
Well, I mean, they just shifted him to position. But I tell you what, a lot of people, a lot of the family members down in the Who Dat Nation kind of mixed bag with the tight end, with the Taysom Hill move. So, I mean, but like I said, he's a playmaker. You give him the ball and he makes things happen. Extremely explosive, especially as a tight end wide receiver option. So, not mad at that. I mean, just as long as he don't impact Jameis as a quarterback, I'm cool with the decision. Outside of the Andy Dalton move to kind of do the backup thing, the Saints have been focusing a lot on the defensive side of the ball. Of course, Malcolm Jenkins just retired. So with Malcolm out, the Saints are right now, rumor is they're in discussions with Tyrann Mathieu.
Ooh.
We signed Marcus Mays, the former Jet safety, to fill in the position that Marcus Williams took the 5-year, $70 million deal that Baltimore issued out to him. Much love to that brother. But Marcus May is a guy the Saints was looking at prior. We're looking at the same time of the draft that actually they were looking at drafting him that same year Marcus Williams came out. But it happened the way it happened. But they gave him a 3-year deal. They're looking at Tyrann Mathieu. They picked up Daniel Sorensen, the former chief special team ace, who as well. And, of course, we re-signed some key members of our team on the defensive side of the ball. There's some flux happened offensive-wise with Teron Armstead heading to Miami for the big check. So
Big
I mean,
loss.
that's it. But Garrett, think about it like this, fam. For the last 2 years, the Saints were bracing to lose Teron Armstead. Ryan Big Check Ramcheck is the big guy there now that'll slide to the blind side in my view, and we have to resituate the offensive.
Is that going to be? Is he good on the left side? Is that going to be?
I think he's ready. I think he was the second best line. I mean, it's hard to supplant a guy like Teron Armstead, but truth be told, Teron Armstead missed a lot of games for the black and gold. Rarely did he play a lot of games. So at some point, you're going to have to break off and say, well, we've been anticipating that, and we need to go in a different direction. So, I mean, that's what we're looking at. And, of course, there's the Alvin Kamara debacle, which Kamara had the Las Vegas issue. And his trial, I think, is matter of fact, coming up this month, So, that's something we have to deal with. So my hopes is that we reach out to Marlon Mack and bring him here. And then, of course, it kind of lean on him with the running game. And then when Alvin Kamara comes back, I'm hoping for anywhere between 4 to 8 weeks, somewhere along in there. If not, Goodell stinks. He hates us. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll probably lay down some heavy punishment. Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe between that, Dave says 6 weeks. I'm saying 6 games. I'm saying something like 4 to 8, somewhere in between there. But we bracing for that. But yeah, the wide receiver position is where we're inflamed at right now. We're inflamed. We were courting Scantling, the former Green Bay wide receiver, and the Saints let Kansas City come in and swoop them up. Rumor is they was trying to talk to Will Fuller. I don't know how much truth that is, but a lot of rumor stuff right now. But a lot of the Who Dat Nation wants the Saints to appease its family base by getting a weapon to pair with Jameis. You gave Jameis $28 million, 21 of it guaranteed for 2 years. You're going to have to get him some weapons. So hopefully we can be able to get that done between now, but most of the people thinking it might be the draft where that happens. We'll see. We got some stuff going on here. It's just, a lot of our developmental guys that helped out on the offense last year, they got a lot of live game reps. Those guys, I'm expecting a big, like Marquez Callaway and the rest of these guys that nobody really knows. Deontay, he's Harty now. He changed his name. He used to be Deontay Harris. He's Deontay Harty. And guys like that, we're looking for these guys to step up. But the Saints definitely, man, they need to get some help in the wide receiver room ASAP.
So how do you feel about Dennis Allen being the head coach now? I know when he was the coach of the Raiders, he didn't have as much success. So I'm kind of intrigued. I know the NFC South does have a bunch of new coaches right now. So how do you feel about Dennis Allen's taking over the helm?
Dennis Allen's Coach Payton's handpicked successor. Coach Payton picked him, said he liked him. He'd been with Coach Payton for several seasons now, learned a lot. A media personality asked Dennis Allen about that when he was introduced as the head coach, and asked him, what's the difference between you as the Raiders coach and you picking up the job? He said a lot different. It was 10-something odd years, I want to say, since he was over there, that he's been under Coach Payton learning the system and scheme. And let me tell you something. It's a beautiful environment for that man to walk clean into the Saints organization. He ain't have to do too much changing. You still got the same offense with Pete Carmichael, who been with Sean Payton from the beginning. Carmichael still out here operate and run the offense. So you still have imprints of Coach Payton's offense there, even though Pete Carmichael, in that 1 year when he did operate the offensive line, he did pretty good for them. So I mean, he's a little bit, in my view, a little bit more conservative than Coach Payton. You don't have those, reverse in around plays on 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1 that we don't like to see. That kind of stuff. He's a little bit more conservative. So not too much change. We got a new wide receiver coach, Cody Burns from the University of Tennessee. He'll be the new wide receiver coach. A few other changes as well, but not much. The Saints have been just going along that line, man, keeping everything the same. And that's that continuity that Who That Nation's counting on to carry us through to some more successful seasons.
Now, I did want to ask you this, Q, because there was a short period, and Rashaad and Dave, y'all probably remember this. Whenever Tom Brady, he had dipped off, Sean Payton had left, and, us bottom feeders would start to smell blood in the water. Mm-hmm. Now, I want to ask you, Q, why exactly did Sean Payton leave?
Well, I mean, it was hinted on, and listen, fam, I was hearing the rumors. I just didn't believe them. It's like, okay, this is a gravy job for Coach Payton. The ownership does whatever he wants. If he wanted time away, Coach Payton could have told the ownership, and they would have gave him a year to step away, and he could have handpicked an interim coach to lead the team until he came back. That's how much leeway he has with the Black and Gold organization. But he got married, and I'm saying this, when he got married, and he could have been hitting on, because if you go back, it was the year when Anthony Davis left the Pelicans. He said that year he was going to leave and go somewhere else and try something else new, but he didn't want to leave because Anthony Davis left, and that would have been a blow he felt to the New Orleans areas if him and Anthony Davis would have left at the same time. So he was hinting at it. But really, this is what he was saying. So what really inflamed me in the Who That Nation, a lot of people say he stepped away. A lot of people say he quit. And a lot of people will see, you'll read them in the chat, say, fam, nah, Q, he quit. He quit on us. But the reality is outside of it, is that if you look at what he was doing during the season, he was having these thoughts in November of last year when we was in the crutch of the season. And he was having discussions with the little short guy, what's his name? Jay Glazer from Fox, telling Jay Glazer, because Jay Glazer was supposed to break the story. That he was going, he was telling. Jay Glazer went on Rich Eisenshaw, played it on the show, and he told Jay Glazer that he was thinking about retiring. He was talking to him about retiring during the season. Now, Coach Payton, and we know Coach Payton's been here. He would have been inflamed with players talking like that during the season when you're in the crutch of trying to make the playoffs. Right. But anyway, I mean, he decided to step away. He felt like it was the time to do it. He's going to go talk on television for right now. And then 2023 is supposed to resurface. And a lot of people's pointing at the Cowboys job and saying, yeah, that's going to be the place where it lands. I say no. If you're the Who That Nation, you're the Black and Gold, you do not send Coach Payton to Dallas for obvious reasons. Because number one, you don't want to see him in the Cowboys uniform out there. And I know my dog Law from Law Nation, you're going to get upset with me for saying this. But I'm just telling you that I'm not sending you to Dallas. I'll send you, pick your team in the AFC, you can go over there. But I'm not sending you to no Dallas Cowboys so we can go up against you in the regular season and then turn around and go up against you in the playoffs. No, that's stupid.
No, but what if they give you 3 first-round picks?
Yes.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
I was about to say, that changes. Now, if it has to be a fleecing, it's going to be a fleecing for me to give. If you give me 3 first-round picks and a second-round pick, a combination thereof, then I would have to do it. But it'll be me fleecing you and maybe a player in there too. I would have to fleece you to give me. If you wanted that bad, I'm going to hurt you so bad in the draft. I'm going to take a playmaker from you. I'm going to make you really, you see what I'm saying? That's the way I would move it to them. But I would not trade them to them. But knowing the Saints, Big Low, they'll probably end up doing it because they love them and they want to see them happy.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, bro. With regards to whether or not Sean Payton quit or made the decision to step away, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. That man brought you guys a championship. A franchise that historically struggled for a long time. It's his decision. He can decide which way he wants to go. The fan base should understand. Like, I think people forget. When I was a kid, you didn't play with the Saints or Tecmo, bro. That wasn't the business. That wasn't the business.
No, it wasn't. You're right, bro.
That wasn't the business, bro.
You're right, Sean, and that's why Sean Payton gets so much love and respect because it is the floor, the foundation on which the Saints' consistent success are built upon right now. It's what he's done. You know, and they're riding on that. Even with him gone, it's all still his offensive mindset, bro. It's there. Everything is there. It's like he never left.
You have no idea how blessed you are to have that. Because I could speak from a Panthers perspective, bro. I would give everything to have Sean, just not necessarily Sean Payton himself, but that style, that type of coach that found, like you said, the foundation to have something laid. I would give everything for that, bro. So I mean, it sucks. Yeah, he walked away, but fam, having that ring, bro, you talking to a team that ain't got one, and we've been there twice, but we couldn't get it done. Right. You know what I'm saying? But having that, just to be able to say we got a ring, bro, it just for all the Saints fans in the building, just be grateful, bro, for sure. Because it could be, and you all know if you've been around long enough, you've been a fan long enough, you know it could be worse, right? So just be grateful.
It ain't easy winning the championship, bro.
It ain't.
So
that shit gotta fall your way.
Yeah. So there's a brother that's on the family at the Great Saint Think Tank named Big Sway, and he got this quote called "Trust the Payton," because you know sometimes over there like they get into it and like they'll be like, man, what's Sean Payton doing? He's overthinking the situation, and I'm sitting here and I agree with him, you know, because it's one of those cases where you could legitimately have a Matt Rule. You know, you can have Arthur Smith, who, you know, a guy who gets to the half-inch line and throws the ball 3 times in a row, and then does a quarterback sneak whenever it's 4th and 2. Like, you can have that. So, I mean, you know, to your point, Q,
that's great points, bro.
Yeah, so to your point, it's like I'm gonna be completely honest with you. They might trade, if they do trade Sean Payton to the Cowboys. Number one, they would trade him there because, of course, they love him. And, you know, all the things that he was there, you know, when the city went through all those terrible things. But, you know, those 3 first-round picks definitely make them get naked.
Definitely make them get naked. Bro, remember when like Brother James could talk about this, about the trade that brought Gruden to Tampa Bay. They gave up 2 firsts, 2 seconds. So, if anything, that mindset of if you move a coach like that, I don't think since Gruden did it and Coach Payton, you know, sitting up here, did Gruden? Yeah, he won the Super Bowl against his old team that year. Yep. So I mean, that was Tony Dungy's
Super Bowl for sure.
That was Tony Dungy's Super Bowl.
And my dumb ass left and went to Indianapolis with Tony and still ain't got no ring.
Yeah, that's not funny. My bad.
No, it is. Funny. It's all good though. I mean, it's hindsight. It was a good thing, but you know, consequences of things come and Q, I think, had a great point to where if you are gonna give Dallas their wish, because I live here in Dallas now, and when Sean Payton retired, you would have thought he already had a job and was going up to the Star in Frisco, going to work every day, because Dallas Cowboy fans went crazy. But my whole thing is, you strip them of everything they want or they could use to where Sean Payton could come coach here, but he got to rebuild and not have that foundation in place if you're gonna let him come to a city like Dallas.
Right.
Yeah, it was crazy around here, man. You would have thought, you know, because he was here under Parcells, everybody in Dallas loves Sean Payton. They love him to death. So as soon as he stepped away and everybody here hate McCarthy now, all the rumbling started. It was only an excuse for them to let's dip into get one of the best coaches out the NFC South and bring him here to help us out. But Jerry's still gonna mess it up no matter who they bring in. He's going to sit his old ass down somewhere.
That's the curse, man. Jerry's the curse of that.
He the new Al Davis.
Hey man, there's a saying that my grandma used to say, like when people mess up, or they could mess up anything. Well, it was 2 sayings. The first saying was, "What you laughing for, Q?"
No, I'm thinking in my head what you gonna say, but I'll say I know he ain't gonna say this, so I'm gonna hear what you got to say.
The first saying was, "Boy, you can mess up a wet dream."
I knew it was coming.
The second one was, "Boy, you can tear up a rubber tail hole."
I don't know what that is.
Country boy phrase right there, Dave.
Yo, no, mess up a wet dream. I've used that often.
Oh, really?
I would use it in the workplace if I wouldn't get it written up over it. Everybody got a couple of those.
Oh Lord!
But But yeah, that's definitely boy Jerry though. Jerry, he just gets a little bit too involved. He put his hands in things a little bit too much.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This what Arthur Blank did in Atlanta was very Jerry Jones-ish. It was very Jerry Jones.
Yeah,
like he set the franchise back for years. You know, with this whole.
Well, you got to think about the timeline, right? So, like, think about when Vic had the whole dog fighting incident. You already had that situation. Then you ended up getting Matt Ryan, who's going to go down as the best quarterback you guys have ever had. Oh, he's the best quarterback you've ever had in your franchise. And the way that ended, because like, we're going to go ahead and get another person that's got some alleged history. We're going to go ahead and roll with that guy. We're going to try to get this guy in here and just spit on the guy you got. I mean, Blue Flame did a whole party for the Matt Ryan going away party. Like,
yeah, we had a good time. I'm sorry, I heard they had a good time.
Yeah, exactly. You had a good time, huh? Of course, you had a good time.
Lord. Hey man, I gotta read it.
The question is, was Matt Ryan there? Just end the speculation.
Was he
Ryan there? Was he there?
No, Matt Ryan wasn't there. Sarah gonna let Matt Ryan come to the Blue Flame. No, maybe the Pink Pony or something. But anyway. I gotta read the Superman chat. So I don't know if y'all.
Here we go, Lo. Let's
I don't know if y'all know the tradition. You know, every time we get a super chat, you know, I call it the Superman chat. So Jason Gaines with a $5, dun, 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 that's a Superman chat. So I gotta do that first of all. All right, Jason says Matt Rule looks like a used car salesman. Is Slant Boy actually going to play this year? Taysom is another Tim Tebow at tight end. It won't go well. So. Man,
well, is that directed toward me right there?
No, there's three. There's three. I think 2 out of 3 goes to you.
Yeah,
but I agree. Matt Rule does look like a used car salesman.
I do agree. Matt Rule looked like a second grade math teacher, dog.
I heard he was cutting that rug in that owners meeting. I heard he was getting it in.
Say, bro,
I need TMZ to get on their job. Damn it, I need to see this shit.
It'll be interesting to see how Matt. I know he brought in all of those. He was pressured to bring in those veteran guys with all that respect. But I'm just wondering how those veterans, because they know you know what from Sugar, and how will he take instruction from them guys? And I know a desperate man, drowning reaches for anything. But seriously. Can he listen to the veteran coaches because those are some pretty damn good coaches that he brought in there? Could he actually listen to those guys to help fix the team? That's my question for him.
I think Matt Ryan I'll be honest. I think Matt Rule legitimately wants to keep his job. I really do believe that, right? So I think he's going to do whatever it takes to keep his job. I think he's been more hands off than he's ever been since he's been in the franchise, particularly with personnel because he still has final say. But he's been way more hands off than what we've used to the Matt Rule era, because the GM doesn't always agree with what he thinks about certain things. Like we knew there was a rift when it came to the linemen, when he was talking about Christian's got short arms. GM's like, nah, man, I don't know what the hell he's talking about when it comes to that shit. It's all about the footwork.
It's a lot, man. I think Matt Rule, he's a manager of people, right? So I think he's gonna do whatever it takes to figure out that balance. He's not a good coach. Like he's not good at anything in particular. I'm just being honest. Like he's not a good. He's just, hey, I'm gonna put these people in the right, and they're gonna make the decision. So the more hands off he is, I think the better for this team. Yeah, honestly, he's a manager of people.
Look, I'm glad that you brought that up, Dave. The whole short arms argument. We've had this conversation 2 or 3 times, right? All right. Big Game James.
What's up, sir?
You the best person to ask about this situation.
Yes, you are.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You the best. Let's have a straight up football conversation. All right. All right. So Panthers GM, he didn't like a guy because he had short arms.
No, the
coach.
I'm sorry, the coach, Matt Rule.
The coach.
He didn't like a guy because he had short arms.
Specifically Rashaad Slater, all pro Rashaad Slater. We didn't draft him because he had, I think 33 inch. He had 33-inch arms, and the threshold was 34-inch for Matt Rule. So we want to know what's the deal with the short arms. Does it matter?
No, and one thing that most
hell I could have told.
We know that, right? But some people and
Fucking
so
idiot,
many,
man.
so many, and I'm gonna say my favorite cuss word. So many motherfuckers get in and make a statement that's so stupid based on their own personal scale of what someone can do. Well, he doesn't have the intangibles. His fingertips doesn't touch his toenails when he stands up straight. That don't tell you if somebody can play the goddamn game or not. Look at the film. Watch what he does.
What said, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Most offensive, you keep your people. I mean, the stuff you see and you hear sometimes, and if you ever sit around and hear some scouts talk, you like, whose uncle got this fool a job because he does not know what he's even looking for when he's going out to study the tape? You know what I'm saying? And it happens to a lot of guys that goes to some of these smaller schools. They're like, well, he wasn't tall enough. And I'll say, you look a couple of years later, this fool's an all-pro, retires and goes to the Hall of Fame because they could play the game. But so many people overlooked them from the start because they didn't have the measurables, they like to call it, when they put it down on their scout report.
Yeah, that's like that. That's the Sam Mills mindset, the field mouse that started in New Orleans and went to Carolina, and they got statues erected in his honor because Sam Mills is the antithesis of that type of foolishness where he's undersized, but there's no heart bigger than Sam Mills. He's going to meet you out there on the field, and you're going to play hard, intelligent, and you know, it's sad that they think like that, but that's why man ain't sustaining success.
But it's just
Steve Smith's another guy.
He
plays with that chip. He
the
plays
greatest
with
Panther
that.
of all time.
Oh yeah.
But when you
Smith, I hated Steve Smith, bro. I hated Steve Smith
like that.
I hated him.
You set your franchise
I
back
respect him though
for years because you decided not to go with something because his arm was a quarter inch shorter than the other guy you wanted to take, right? And now you miss out on somebody over the long haul. And y'all right, Steve Smith. Nobody wanted to line up and guard this dude because of what he did on the field and what he brought. And he played with that same kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's just it blows my mind when I see it and hear it low.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate because unfortunately that's Dave's head coach, right? That's Dave's head coach,
not Rashaad,
and not my head coach.
I just want to make sure
that's Dave's head coach. So when you got folks like that making decisions. You got folks like that making decisions, you know, it's just unfortunate that we have to roll with that. That's what
the thing that I was annoyed by, it's not even besides the Rashaad Slater, what about Brady Christensen? Like they wouldn't play this man on left tackle because of his damn arms. Even though he was the highest rated PFF left tackle that we had all season. They wouldn't play the man at left tackle. That's what he played at BYU. You're like,
did Terrence Marshall Jr. have short arms? Did that explain why he wasn't playing?
Nah, they love Terrence. What they like he was injured. He has an injury. But explain to me though. We all know who Deontay Brown is, right? We all know who that is. What I want to know is why this man had one snap all season. That's what I want to know. He got short arms.
He was too big.
So my thing is like, it's just when you see your coach constantly putting dudes in the wrong position to succeed. That's not how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to put guys in the right position to succeed. And this guy, Brady Christensen, who again has the short arms, they picked him in the third round, did nothing but play well at left tackle. But they did. That's the last thing. The last place they wanted to play him was left tackle. And then we got in there, he played great. So it's like it's like, what are we doing? Like that's Dave's head coach though.
No, don't you do that. I wanted his ass gone. Y'all were the one trying to save his ass after the couple games in the first season. I wanted him going a while ago. I never liked the hire. Dave's head coach. Don't be out here. Look, man, you're the one with the headband on. I'm the one with the nope, not today. Not today.
And Rashaad, one thing we talked about on a couple other shows I've been on with former players, some of these guys in the front office, when they wrong, they won't be man enough to speak up on being wrong. So they would damn near hurt the team to try to prove that they knew what they were talking about, opposed to just saving face, eating a little crow, and putting that best player out there. It happens all the time.
That is exactly what the Panthers are dealing with right now. That's exactly what we're dealing with. A dude that's his pride getting in the way.
Pride
exactly what we're dealing with.
It'll kill a franchise, man.
Hey, that pride to get you fried. You don't believe it. That pride to get you fried, folks. You can play around with it if you want to.
Now we out here playing like $7-8 million a year for a head coach that never had NFL coaching experience. So
Hey,
but
man,
he's the next great young white mind.
He's
He's the great young mind. You saw what he did in Baylor. We have to have him.
At Baylor.
Oh,
Boy.
God.
And Temple. No, you gotta give him Temple too, though.
Temple, you gotta
Temple
give
counts
Temple.
too.
He did some things at Temple and then went to Baylor and won with a bunch of athletes that looked good in that system. But
He
we
ain't
all
never
know
won shit.
You know,
don't
he
transition
is.
to
That's
the
That's the
NFL.
problem.
We know
People keep
that.
saying that. He never won a.
You know who that reminds me of? That
That's
reminds
true.
me of
He
Greg
did win.
Schiano. That's what that reminds me of.
Hey, don't say that because I wanted to punch everybody in the. I wanted to punch everybody in the goddamn Glazier family in the face when they put Greg Schiano ass in for Rutgers. I mean,
That reminds me of Greg Schiano.
dude,
That was
was
a
awful.
bad hire. Yeah,
Greg
that was bad.
Schiano / Bobby Petrino kind of vibes. That's what that kind of gives me. At least he didn't leave you in the middle of the night.
Let's be fair to Bobby Petrino, bro. I don't blame Bobby Petrino what the hell he did. I would have done the same shit. He
You
came
would
in
just
thinking
say that.
no, he ain't coming here thinking he gonna have Michael Vick. And all of a sudden he out here doing the Street Fighter 2 Turbo with the damn dogs. I would have left too. I would have bounced out of here too. I don't blame Bobby Petrino one bit.
Street Fighter with the dogs. Yo, you buddy, yo.
He could have. The man could at least finish the season day. That man
Hell
left for the building
nah.
tonight.
He was like, "Yo, Razorbacks come calling. Got to get the hell out of there, bro."
he had a U-Haul packed there and just dipped.
My
man
pulled,
said he was playing Tekken with the dogs.
My man,
Soul
my man
Caliber.
My man pulled the damn Baltimore to Indianapolis move. Got them trucks
Man.
ready.
Overnight.
I don't blame him, dog. I don't
Man.
blame him. I don't blame him because that man took that job thinking he was gonna get to coach Michael Vick. Like that man took that, so I can't blame him. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make this jump. I got Michael Vick. This is a good spot. Oh shit, Michael Vick ain't coming back for a while. Oh nah.
Yep.
College, please.
I'm out.
Deuces. Let me get out of here.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like if I had my choice, if I was coaching at that level and I had a chance to coach pros or college, I'd be in Team NCAA all day. I can get away with a lot more stuff. I have so much more job security. Like I'm NCAA all day, bro. What you want me to do? Oh, go ahead.
Saban's still in college because he can control the narrative he want to control. He can. Jason Taylor and Zach Thomas ran his ass up out of Miami so fast because he tried to come in there and change this is how I do things. Hey man, I make more than you. This how I do things. And
Right.
like, I can't take this.
Different.
Yeah, 1 year, 8-8, he got the hell out of there,
He
man.
dipped.
Yeah,
Man.
I remember that.
I wanted to ask
Matt
y'all.
Rule did too.
But I still think
Yeah,
Nick
I would've
Saban, bro.
did.
But Nick Saban had a pivotal part to play in the success foundation of the black and gold. To be honest with you,
He did.
You know, he foolishly took Dante Culpepper over Drew Brees. Drew Brees came to the Saints. The rest is
Change the
history.
franchise.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen,
Thank you so much,
Does
Nick Saban. Thank you.
Big Q, does everything roll back to the Saints somehow, some way?
I started to see a correlation.
Sometimes.
God,
No.
Big degrees of separation, baby.
Can I blame you for Matt Rule? How do we end up with Matt Rule, man? Explain that one to me. And does that attribute back to y'all, man?
No, sir.
Can't take credit for that one.
No, sir.
See,
No,
then it's like
I want you to, damn it.
I started to put everything together too, Big Q. Because I remember Dante Culpepper, he was cool with the big timers back in the day in the Get Your Roll On video. And you know, I started to think about that thing.
I remember that.
He stayed like that.
You remember that? Yeah, you remember that? Yeah.
Of
And then
course.
he was in all the other videos too. And now I'm sitting here thinking, well, you know, Baby and Manny Fresh, they is from New Orleans. So Dante
They're not good
Culpepper,
recruiters.
yeah. Exactly.
They're not good recruiters.
See,
But he wasn't making it for the 2000 then.
Nah, Culpepper, hey, bro, listen, Culpepper, man. They both had shoulder injuries. They both had shoulder injuries they were coming off. And Saban was he liked the big quarterback. He thought Drew Brees was not going to make it, and Drew came in and all that stuff happened. So, like I said, but Saban, man, of course, you know, he coached down in Louisiana, so they have some ties to there, you know, dealing with he was at LSU.
Well,
so
it's all coming together.
Yeah, he went to LSU,
Together,
right?
Q.
yeah, he was coach. He won a championship there before he
That's what
banked out. He bounced out to go to Miami, and then they really didn't want him to go, but Miami paid all that money to get him. He was a head coach / general manager. He took it for that year, and then the next year when he left after that 8-8 season, he went to Alabama, and he really hated that. You know, so
he's
I mean,
a god in Alabama, bro. He's
never going.
He's the governor.
Going nowhere. He's the governor.
He's the governor of Alabama, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know who the hell the governor is of Alabama. People ask, I say, "Oh,
right."
It's Nick Saban,
Yeah,
Nick Saban, yo.
Right.
Now, who that Josh T? He says when Matt Rule gets fired, not if but when. Who do you want next? And that's a Superman chat. I'm sorry, I have to put it in there right quick.
Yo, when there's cash,
all right, man. I'm at the cash low. I never got cash app low. I never get tired of hearing that shit.
Please keep super chatting because I need to hear this more. I need some more. Please keep super chatting because that is funny. Yeah. But if Matt Rule gets fired, who do we want? I mean, you can always give the same old Eric Bieniemy. You can give some of these other guys, but it just depends who's available at that time. But yeah, Bieniemy probably be tops on my list, man. He be my number one guy.
I mean, they had opportunities to have Bieniemy. I mean, I'm thinking if you're gonna get somebody, maybe you still your boy Mr. Leftwich from the Bucks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that too. I like Leftwich. I'm
cool with that. I'm cool with that.
And I think he liked that situation a lot better, and that's why he shied away from the Jacksonville job because I was a dumpster fire. He didn't want nothing to do with that mess, and I'm hoping they can keep him put. But I wonder if them hiring Todd Bowles over him is going to push him out of the door when the season is over.
But the thing is, Todd Bowles was the right decision too, because like the man has that coaching experience. He didn't get a first in New York.
True that.
You know,
and they have history, and he and Arians have a longer history, and he's probably more ready to take over that staff. And
I'm actually rooting for him, man, because I know he coaching the Jets is a raw deal when you say you're coaching the Jets. So I'm kind of looking forward to see how he does with Tampa.
Yeah,
man. Austin, he said,
"There you go, man."
Big Q. He said, "Big Q, can you do your Mickey Loomis impression, bro?" Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Go ahead.
Hey, yo, somebody got to clip that out, man. Hey, somebody got to clip that out. Please, somebody clip that out.
Yeah, you got to sample that low and push the button on that, bro.
Yeah, I need that. Yeah, if somebody clip that out, I'm using that on my channel, on my soundboard. I'm hitting that. That is funny.
Ain't a Batman chat. That's a Superman chat. Thank you, Austin, for super chatting, man. Mickey Loomis, man, the general manager for the family members that don't know. We kind of messed with Mickey, and Mickey was a big part of the success. He the one that got the hell out of Coach Payton way. And whatever Coach Payton wanted, Mickey Loomis makes it work. He's the magical inventor of the Phantom deal, and and he's the reason why a lot of people believe the salary cap don't exist, because he'll find ways, find all kind of money, push money all into the future. But he's a great general manager, but you don't want him running your business books. You know, you don't want him you don't want Mickey paying your bills because you'll be on the street. Yeah, you'll be on the street messing around with Mickey for real life. But talk to Dennis. So that's big. Talk to Dennis.
Hold up.
Yeah, Austin. Hey, there you go, Austin.
Yo, can we please pull up the real voice? So I gotta hear the real one. Yo, can we please pull up the real? Because that is funny. That's funny.
Hey, bro, we have fun down here in the Who That Nation, brother James. That's what we do, bro.
Oh, my God.
We have fun down here, bro. Yeah.
That's funny.
Bro,
yeah.
Thank you, Austin.
That's funny.
Y'all gonna have me looking for Mickey Loomis
right
soundbite.
Exactly.
Man,
once we get off the night, I'm gonna be searching for all kind of sound bites, man. Oh my goodness.
We got the funniest general manager in the game, man. This is funny dude, Mickey Loomis, man. We love him, man.
Now, wait a minute. Now, Hal Snipes, he says, do you think Terry Fontenot or Arthur Smith will fix the Falcons? Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat.
Hello.
Yo, you'll be doing this shit all night.
Yo, keep it coming, man. Yo, keep it coming. Yo, keep the stupid chats coming.
Yo, let's start over here, and then how you get off? He started over here. Don't start over here. How you doing? Don't do it again, Lo.
Da-da-da. That's a Superman chat.
Oh man. Oh Lord, bro, you crazy, man. That's funny, man.
Oh man.
Oh man, hell snipes. To be completely honest with you, bro. I don't know if they will be able to fix the Falcons, man. Terry Fry, I know he's a double agent. I think I finna start calling him 007. You know, I'm gonna start calling 00504. That's what I will start calling. You know,
00 Blue Flame.
00 Blue Flame. You know, and then it's like Archie Smith. Like I don't know if I could trust him. You know, I probably trust him as far as I can throw him, and I ain't strong as I used to be. So it's one of those situations where
he gonna fix it, Lo. Come on,
man.
bro.
Come on. What
he
will?
Bro, he gonna fix it. He gonna fix it.
How?
See what messed up was the fact that the whole Deshaun Watson. See, and no other team in the NFL got hit harder than the Atlanta Falcons dealing with the Deshaun Watson foolishness.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep it real, right, bro. And Matty Icy Hot, you didn't have to give him up this year. He could have waited until next year.
One more year,
right? One more year with him because he still did what you need to do and being competitive.
Matty Milk.
That whole Deshaun Watson thing just destroyed. See, we walked away relatively, in Carolina too, relatively unscathed by that.
Yeah, it worked out for us because we cleared a bunch of space in preparation, and we just went on a shopping spree after we didn't get them. So it worked out well for us.
Right. And besides, Sam Darnold know he's very replaceable. He ain't like Baker. He knew what it was.
That man got 18 million reasons not to be mad. Man, you better take that'll be the last check you ever see, fam. Right. You better cherish that joint and don't spend it.
Baker out here trying to be all depressed and all this other shit, trying to figure out what he's gonna do with himself. The bottom line is, bro, your career might just be done. It just might be the reality of the fact.
Yeah, I thought Carolina was interested in y'all not interested in the family.
Somebody ran some stories like that.
They're mutually
that's what I heard. I thought
they're mutually disinterested. They both have mutual disinterest of each other.
We
and I'm so glad.
Yeah, we don't want McAdoo don't like him.
Travis Wells, he said OC. Yeah. He said OC from the Bengals. He has O-line background. Da da da. That's a Superman chat.
I can't. Yeah, it's still funny, man. Oh, you got about 3 more super chats to get through. I see them. They still coming. They still coming. You got about 3 more to get through. Keep
my dog Low dance across the screen on that. He go from here over there.
That's
funny, Lo. That's funny. Yeah, bro, that's funny, man. Then we got another one. Here we go, guys.
Now says, yo, I just want to hear it again. Who that?
Come on, Lo. Come on. Come on, Lo.
We gotta do it together. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We gotta do it together. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
That
was fantastic, bro. We did it in tandem on that. Lo, you got to come up with the story how you came up with that. You got to tell us one day how you came up with that.
So you know, like I said, bro, my mom and my grandma, you know, they were there all throughout my life. And you know, my grandma, you know how older folks is. You know, they don't be pronouncing stuff right and stuff. And you know, grandma, she be saying stuff, and she be like, "Why you laughing, Rashaad?"
Yeah, it's funny. I already see it. Go ahead, my
Georgia
bad,
man. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, man. So you know, so I forgot what it was. It was something. It was like we were talking about like a supercar or something. It's like we just heard about like the Bugattis or something. And me and my brother like, yeah, man. You know they got these supercars. My grandma came with there like, man, what's a Superman car? You know, so you know, ever since then we be picking on her, and so whenever I start the channel and everything, you know, it's like Matt. He says, "Lo, the things you are excited for heading into the next season." Dun dun dun. That's the Superman chat, you know. So that's what we started doing.
Oh man, that's funny.
So,
that's
funny. That's golden, bro.
Boy,
yeah, that's hilarious, man.
That's classic.
Definitely, man. Also, Travis Wells, he says, on this Johnny Walker, straight laughing NFC South. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat, you know. So,
Hey, shout out to Trav. He one of the PNP listeners, man. He know what time it is on that Johnny Walker too. He know how we get down when we do the live streams, man.
What label? What color label?
I don't know what color he on. I got some blue over here, but I don't know what label he on.
Yeah, see, he out here playing, man. See, Rashaad out here balling. I ain't got no blue in my house.
I invest in
got
alcohol,
red,
man.
black, occasional green. You know what I'm saying?
Blends, whatever y'all want,
I can get the variety blue.
I am.
I haven't had that blends, but I heard it's amazing.
It is great.
The stuff that I be drinking, it don't no label. Come on,
that come out the backyard.
You can put that in your lawn more, Lo. You can cut your grass with that stuff. You do.
Right.
Oh man, Cage he says Matt Rule and Sam Darnold are the epitome of privilege. The Pandemic Panthers. What in the world?
Yeah, it's good. That's about right.
We
still in it. The country might be coming out of theirs, but we still in our shit. We still in the pandemic.
That's it. He says it got the worst coach and quarterback in the league. Send both of them boys to the shadow realm. Keep clowning.
To the shadow realm. Damn.
Good
boy, like Chisel the Don or something.
That's a Superman chick. Yeah, that's rough right there, boy.
Yo, shout out to Cage Luke Mister. He's a PNP listener. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to
4-man rush too.
Shout out to him, man.
Hey man, this rough. Now I do want to know who do y'all think is going to be. Wait a minute.
You do hold it like a church player, though. You do.
He said, Big Low, you hold your hands like a trumpet player. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat.
Well, you gonna do that 1,000 times before the show end, bro. I promise you.
You're gonna have some money when it's all said and done. I'll tell you that. Even after
somebody please clip that up, man. Clip that up, somebody, please.
Man, Jasper, he is.
What's up, Jasper?
They just want to hear the Superman chat.
Just Superman chat, man. Come on, man.
I tell you what, I will let one of y'all do it. You know,
nah, he paid you for the
same. It ain't the same.
Come on,
your channel, bro.
I mean, but thing is, y'all had tried it, so
nah, we don't need to. Nah, you got it, bro. It's on you, man.
Right. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat.
Hey, look, my voice don't get that high, bro. So it's on you, man.
Now, I wanted to ask y'all though. I mean, before I let y'all go, how do you think the NFC South is going to shape up next year? Like, I need the number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4.
Come on, man. Rashaad and Dave, y'all.
Nah, I'm not doing it. Nah, because last time,
come on.
Last year, I'm not going first. Man. Y'all, because last time y'all said
I'll say what I think.
You know what? No, I'll go first.
Okay,
it's pretty easy. Who's going to be first? The Bucs. The Bucs are going to be first, and they're going to have that shit locked up by Thanksgiving. It's going to be that. It's going to be that dominant. Like that shit going to be locked up by Thanksgiving. We're gonna be out here trying to figure out who's gonna be second and miss the playoffs. Wow. Now after that, I'm probably gonna go with the Saints.
Okay.
And then us, and then Atlanta. I think Atlanta's gonna be the worst team again, bro.
Dang, boy. Dang.
Because unless y'all draft a quarterback, you think Marcus Mariota's gonna get y'all more than 3 wins? I don't. I'm gonna damn if I'm fifth with your damn.
Hey, Dave.
Somebody in chat said Marcus Toyota. Yo, that's funny, man. Y'all gotta chill.
Oh,
y'all gotta chill.
With a Motorola to Toyota,
right? That's somebody in chat say Toyota.
My man is out here hitting every Japanese company on earth.
Do Motorola exist anymore? Is that still a real thing?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. They just made it. They made the Razor not too long ago. They updated the Razor a few years back. Wow. It was $2,000. I don't know if y'all bought it. I know I didn't.
Well, hell no.
Oh, heck no. That's
it had the
Rashaad money.
Nah. Don't do that. I'm broke.
Landon, he said, "Go ahead, Big Low." Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat.
Shout out to Landon, man. He a PNP listener too, man. Shout out to Landon.
And then Axa, he said you should make this roundtable a recurring thing. This is hella fun to watch and just to see the Superman chat again. Goodness gracious. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman check.
Boy.
I keep them coming, y'all. Keep coming.
Oh
We're
my
gonna be
God.
tired as hell at the end of this
Somebody
show,
just
man.
said Marcus Roller Coaster.
Oh,
done.
my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
But you know what though? If you keep the guy protected, if they can put the offensive line to protect him
Yeah.
and give him some weapons, he'll win some games for you. He's not a bad quarterback. He's just injury prone.
I think the problem, I'm gonna be honest, man. I think the problem with the NFC South this year is that we got a tough draw when you sit down and think about it, bro. Like we gotta play the NFC West and the AFC North. It's not gonna be
true.
easy pickings.
That's true.
And then I just seen Rams picked up Wagner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
10
Give
million.
him a bag too.
Richard,
$10
get
million a year.
richer.
That's pretty
$10 million
good.
a year.
Pretty good. Rams they're swinging for it, man.
Oh yeah. They going in.
When that window open, you got to go all in.
Yeah.
It's rough, bro.
Yo,
Now
Atlanta being second is hilarious. There's no way Atlanta's getting second place, bro.
Hey,
That
Dave,
team's
monkeys-
morale's got to be a mess. That team morale's
Dave.
got to be a mess.
Look, Dave, there's something the wise man once told me. Monkeys do fall out of trees sometimes.
They
It
do.
happens. It
It
happens.
does.
So
It
you know,
does.
it could be one of those situations where we can slip
Dog,
up.
let me
fall
tell you
in
something,
first
bro.
place.
Let me tell you something,
Do you-
bro.
Big
Let
Low,
me
do
tell
you
something,
believe
bro.
that?
Marcus,
I never
Marcus
said I
Mariota.
No, he don't.
Marcus Mariota will never. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me be clear when I say this. Marcus Mariota will never get a blue flame going away party.
No.
He won't.
No.
He won't.
He might go down in a flame, but he won't be going to the blue flame. No, sir.
Marcus Mariota party gonna be at the hotel room somewhere. Whatever. People who can't afford to go to the strip club, they
We
just
playing
have
Chingy.
a party at
We
the
playing
hotel
Chingy
room.
in the background.
Chingy.
Chingy.
Oh
Oh
man.
man. Now I know Dave, you gave me yours. Now who want to go next?
Go ahead,
Q,
Rashaad.
go next.
Nah.
Rashaad,
You
go ahead, bro.
Nah, I'm not going before you. Fam.
Why, bro? What's
Nah,
up?
you
Rashad
go
is
first.
superstitious, bro.
Nah.
Rashad is superstitious.
Yo,
I
Go-
think
go.
I'm right there in the same ballpark as Dave, y'all. I think it's gonna be the Buccaneers, Saints, followed by Carolina, and I think the Falcons gonna
What
break
the world,
bread
Bo?
this year.
What in the world, Bo? That what Lo said the last that we did a round table, and Lo said, "What in the world, Bo?"
Everybody
Well, they
had
put
the
Atlanta
Falcons
at the
last.
bottom. Yeah.
Everybody had the Falcons last.
Man, I tell you what, it's rough. It's hard times, bro. Matty Matt, he said Marcus roller coaster. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Man,
All
y'all
right,
need
there
to
we
stop
go.
picking on that man. Y'all ain't right.
I think he gonna do all right.
You
for
called that
Atlanta,
man. You called that man Marcus Motorola, and you out here got the gall to tell us to stop picking on him.
Hey, Rashaad made me see the error of my ways, man.
You got respect on that dude, man.
Oh,
That's your quarterback.
That's
That's your quarterback. You supposed to drop tears over here.
Yeah, man. That's
You
they
supposed to drop
quarterback,
tears,
man.
not
Look at
nicknames,
it this
man.
way,
Come
bro.
on, man.
Look at it this way, bro. Put it in perspective. You could have Sam Darnold. At least we've seen Marcus Mariota have
could
some
be
level of
worse.
success.
Could be
Like
worse.
we've
But
seen him
Darnold-
actually be successful as a quarterback. Like
Good
I'm
point.
joking and all this other stuff,
Good point.
but at least we've seen him be successful under Arthur Smith.
Sam Darnold was good like for the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to
last
say.
season.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what
When
he
you
was.
play
He was a
when you
little-
play the Jets and the COVID Saints and the Texans, you could be good too. Our defense was good too. We were second in the league. We stretched that
They
shit
were.
throughout the whole season of the first
They
3
were.
games.
Hey man, I got up on Big Low's Big Q joint talking cash shit, and then after that, right back to
Rashaad, boy. He was
what,
feeling
hey,
himself.
in the
That
words
was
of Big
second.
Low, the chickens got to come home to roost, and that's what we did. We roosted. We was trash.
Cock-a-doodle
trash.
do up in this beast, bro. It was bad, man.
Grim Reaper.
It was
Grim
bad,
Reaper said,
bro.
Damn,
Grim Reaper,
that,
he hit us
the
with
flow fell
one.
out,
He
bro.
said,
that was rough to watch.
dun,
Man.
dun, dun, rise up.
Nah, that ain't what it said. Nah, Big Low, you gotta read the super chat exactly the way it's written. You can't remix.
Good one, good
Okay,
one.
You
Grim
can't
Reaper.
remix the super chat.
No, you can't. You got to do it.
can't
Bro.
do it. You have to
Dun,
read
dun,
it,
dun,
right?
Keep pounding. That's what he said.
That's right.
Dun, dun,
There you
dun,
go.
Keep
Pounding,
pounding,
man.
There you go. So
There
I
you
got
Pounding.
dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat.
Let me tell you something, man. Yo, there's one
Shout out
I'm
to
watching
Grim
right
Reaper,
now.
man. PNP.
Calvin Ridley, I'm dying. There's one about Calvin Ridley, I'm dying.
Oh,
I'm dying.
which one is it?
You got a bunch just came through.
You got
I
a
know,
bunch
I
of just
see.
dropped
A
in.
lot you gotta go
You
through.
behind, bro.
Austin, Saints, Falcons, Tampa Bay, and Panthers.
Tampa
Yo.
and third. Hey,
I don't-
Austin, what you
man.
smoking? That's something you got on that good.
No, he on that fentanyl. He ain't smoking shit. He on that fentanyl. Yeah.
Oh, man, he does.
Yo,
But
Man.
fam,
real
what
drugs
Austin-
do real things, man.
but Austin looking at it now. See, I would say Tampa would probably be second to the Saints simply because Tampa Bay has a issue playing the Saints. The Saints all inside
It's a
Tampa
tough
Bay.
matchup. It's a tough matchup.
You know, Tom Brady, we give him that work every time we play him. The one lone, what was it? The win was the playoff win.
Yeah.
The Saints had it by 10 points, 11 points, and imploded upon themselves in that matchup. So I mean, it's a tough matchup for Tampa. And when Tom Brady came back, the Saints, the Who That Nation was clapping. They were clapping. They were saying, congratulating Tom Brady for coming back because it's always fun to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Tom Brady.
But for Atlanta being a second on that, what the Atlanta team here see?
Hey, man, get that, Jay, get that hate out your heart.
That's a serious question.
No, he said, what do they have, right?
I'm just saying, what number two does he? What does he see in a second place Atlanta squad?
I don't know.
With Marcus Mark of the pavement quarterback.
Marcus Mark of the pavement.
You know, Atlanta. You know what though? Low Atlanta, bro. They need a lot, man. I had a guy was telling me about one of your guys from your family came and was saying on the stream about. I asked them what do they have, and they were saying, yeah, we got Pitts. I said, what else you got? He was like, well, that's pretty much it. So they have to build around with Pitts and really. And you was telling me, what was the Arden? What's his name?
Key.
What's your top wide receiver?
Alden Tate.
Tate.
The guy that we just picked up. Yeah, that's our number one guy.
But y'all also got Cordell Patterson who could play all those positions too. Like
Cordell Patterson.
He's like 32 years old. Though.
Yeah, he's also 32. Like he done
seen
seen a few pecan seasons. You know, so it's one of those
situations
where.
You know what, too, low is the fact, like, when we played him, he was killing the Saints last year on that wheel route, and they really wasn't respecting Patterson's mind, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But this time around, he's a weapon. You got to watch out for Patterson, man. You got to watch out. You can't let him kill you.
I ain't gonna let that one go. No, I ain't gonna let that one slide. See that few pecan seasons. You say pecan seasons?
Yeah, he doesn't see the few pecan seasons, Bo. He doesn't see the come and go.
Low is big country, man. Let me tell you something.
I grew up with them pecan trees in my backyard too.
I used to throw those pecans at people. I used to do that when I was a kid. I used to hum
the hard husk over the top of them and hit each other. I'm always
eat them and throw them when we got tired of eating.
Out west.
Man, but yeah, Cordero, that's another name people kind of switch around because Coach Ronnie don't know how to pronounce his name. You know, his name is Cordero. She called him Cordero. So they done.
I think everybody don't pronounce his name right, bro.
Yeah, they done call that.
I'll just call him Patterson, bro.
I didn't know he need to get a longer chain because he looked like he was going to choke the last press conference I saw.
that's the definition of
dog tags on that choke chain.
Yeah, boy.
Choke chain.
Like a Rottweiler.
He got a neck on him. Yeah, he do. Austin, he says 1 Saints, 2 Falcons, 3 Tampa Bay, 4 Panthers. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Okay, all right. Then Tyler, he says Calvin Ridley, when he got the text, he got suspended. He says, dun, dun, dun.
Oh God. My head hurt messing with y'all, man.
We ain't even talk about Calvin Ridley, but that's a whole other kind of story.
Let me tell you something, bro.
Nah, you gotta go into it though. You gotta go.
Man, look, I appreciate that, Tyler. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat.
Yo, it is kind of wild we haven't mentioned Calvin Ridley at all day because, like, that whole situation, bro, that's got me like. I respected his decisions to sit out the season because he was dealing with mental health. Because I know that's a serious thing. I'm kind of dealing with some of that right now with my job right now currently. So like I get it. But man, my man out here gambling on the Falcons. First of all, that might be a mistake. Yeah. Why in the hell would you get like he had to
You was
not
betting
know.
on him to lose. What was going on over there?
No, he was
bet
betting
on
to
the
win
win.
because it was against Jacksonville. Like if he bet on him to
Yeah.
lose,
Oh, well, yeah.
against
yeah.
Jacksonville, that's problematic. But like I think with the proliferation of gambling, I can understand if a player didn't know because it's so
Yeah.
easy to do it now.
Yeah.
But when you put the standards like that on a player like that, and it didn't seem like he cared too much about the fact he was going to be gone indefinitely. But I agree. But I know you being a former NFL player, you probably know like that's a no-no. But I still think it's kind of different.
You told from front office and NFL security at the start of training camp the do's and don'ts, what you can, because they know fools like this, like the gamble and spend their money and bet. And you told early on the do's and don'ts of what you cannot bet on. And NFL games is one of them, especially when it's your own team on the parlay card. So for all of that, Calvin really is nothing but jack and the ass at the same time to go in and bet on himself and his team, and then to try to lie about the amount of money he put on the game.
Yeah, that's crazy too.
My whole thing with that whole thing is though, with the NFL getting all these partnerships with FanDuel and DraftKings and Caesar Sportsbook and giving all this money out and taking this money. But to be a hypocrite and suspend this man for an entire season. Not to say that he didn't deserve some punishment, but I just think indefinitely or at least one whole year suspension is too much.
Yeah,
The thing is like I understand,
true.
like I get the concept of the integrity of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because you're even though you were out not playing, you're still like people.
You
like
still represent, but you still part of that
represent the
shield.
league.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, but also like you said, man, like there's former NFL players that are in these damn commercials for FanDuel, DraftKings. It's all over the place, bro. Like even on our show, we got a sponsorship with Underdog Fantasy, but they don't count that as gambling. We said that during our show. The man would have went Underdog Fantasy, he'd still be chilling right now. He probably still wouldn't be suspended.
Wow.
Because it's the game of skill. Underdog Fantasy is the game of skill. It's not considered gambling because it's not. It's a game of skill.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
But there's, in the NFL is hypocritical like that too. No active player can do beer commercials or alcohol commercials, and then you couldn't. Yeah, you can't gamble. So most of the time, unless it's just changed recently, that you will never see an active player back. At least I know back when I was playing, doing an endorsement deal for an alcohol company, you couldn't do it. So, but as soon as you retire, that's when you would see like the Barry Sanders and all those guys doing those Bud and those Coors commercials because you couldn't endorse the alcohol while you were playing.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
you could drink the alcohol, you just can't endorse it.
Yeah, you can't endorse it. Manny Mac, he said that, look, it's okay, Lo. At least your head coach doesn't look like the last year's department store manager.
Manager, goddamn.
That's funny.
That's a Superman check.
Damn. He talking about the old Sears, like when you used to say Sears and Roebuck. You didn't
Roebuck.
Yeah.
Roebuck.
Damn. It's in the full name. Ooh, Lord.
They had to cut the cost to take the Ann Roebuck off.
Lord have mercy. Boy. Now Molly Mall, he says Marcus Mariota because he always hurt laying on the injury table. What in the world, Bo? I see you, Molly Mall. Get that hate out your heart. Da-da-da. That's a Superman check.
Who is y'all backup quarterback? If Marcus,
Felipe?
Well, first of all, Felipe Franks is not a quarterback name. So we call him Phil.
Phil Franks.
Phil Franks. That's
Phil Franks.
Phil Franks. You ain't never seen a successful quarterback named Felipe.
What's up, Tacha, baby?
Yeah, what's going on?
I like this. I like this call right here, fam.
The Saints, and the Saints. That's what she said. Okay.
Yeah, she drinking that. She drinking that Houday juice because she
one too many hand grenades. Yeah, one too many hand grenades.
Appreciate that, Tasha. That's that. Da-da-da. That's a Superman check. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. You know.
She's apologizing for him.
I'm sorry, man.
I ain't gonna apologize, man.
I want to slow the show down, man. I'm sorry.
You better enjoy this. You better enjoy this bag. You getting all this paper.
I said,
these some viable
do the
Superman
Bucs
checks.
believe they can address all their defensive line issues in the draft and not having not having Gronk make their offense weaker? Appreciate that, Dada Saints. Da-da-da. That's a Superman check.
Grunk may still come back just like Tom did, but if not, Brady's gonna be okay. I know we lost Howard. That's not a big deal. The defensive line, you got Vita, you got Golston coming back, Tryon, Shaq. I mean, it's gonna be okay. And we will need some depth though, and you're gonna have to go get that. You got to go get something in the draft. And supposedly it's gonna be some young guys that they had on the practice squad before that they can bring up, and they got pickings right now going in. You know, we don't have a second round pick. I think we got a first, third, 6th, and 7th. I think that's what it is. If I remember that right. So we'll address it. We're not gonna get all of them, but we're gonna get something.
Okay.
Yeah, the edge class is deep, so y'all should be fine.
It is. It's very deep. Jason Gaines, he said at least Marcus Mariota has one career playoff victory. Cam Newton has more kids, 7, than he does playoff wins, 3. Cocaine Patterson for the win.
Whoa.
Dun-dun-dun. That's a Superman check.
That got serious quick.
Well, listen, man. Let me play something to my. Let's play something to my Cocaine Patterson brother, Jason. Let me be clear here. You talking about Marcus Mariota and his one playoff win, but that's all he has. That's all he's got. He's lost his job. This is his last chance to be in the NFL. He had to go crawl back to a coach that he used to have. Fuck out of here. That is all. That's all I got.
Damn, what?
I'm not listening.
Because you out here,
nah, man.
You take care of your quarterback.
Yo, you can't be out here disrespecting Cam like that man was an NFL MVP.
You can't compare Marcus Mariota to Cam Newton. The hell? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Let's compare.
I'm telling you,
draft classes.
We can't do that.
Draft classes. We got Jameis and Mariota versus Cam and Colin. Both were more successful playoff quarterbacks. Even though Colin been out the league for damn near a decade, like, what are we doing here? What we doing here? Like, come on,
Travis. Travis says, will an NFC South team reach the second round of the playoffs this year? Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman check.
Why can't the Bucs do it? Y'all think you guys are being very disrespectful to Todd Bowles. That man can coach. I don't give a damn what y'all say.
Hey, we don't want a lot of attention. Let us creep up and just do what we do real respectfully, real
I see.
quiet.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with fam. I vote the Saints to be one of the teams that kind of creep in that thing. I think we got a chance at it.
Well, the NFC is kind of open. Like, I don't think folks are talking about.
I don't think it's that open, brother Dave. I think.
Whoa, dog. There's so many. The quarterbacks have left the building, bro. The quarterbacks left the building.
The Dave already fired up. I'm picking at him, man.
I just said though, Q, like, I see you said the Saints real quick. Now you ain't thinking with your heart. Now you thinking with your head or your heart. Like,
listen, bro. I'm telling you. Listen, I know everybody enthralled with the Tampa Bay thing with Tom Brady because Tom Brady, all of his accomplishments. I get that. But when I'm looking at the consistency level of what the Saints could do, last year we would have made the playoffs if it wasn't for the foolishness that occurred with the injury to the quarterback situation. We didn't do a good job of doing that. We had all kind of ridiculous issues around the injuries, and you're supposed to win through it. So I get that part. But I'm saying at the same time, the consistency level of what we're doing, the impression of the offense is still there. The playmakers, the defense is going to get better. And I think the onus is on the offense to make sure the offense add more weapons around the quarterback. So Jameis Winston, this is his 3rd year in the building. He's been there. He's been exposed to the Saints offense. He's going to be 100% healthy before the season starts, his words. And I think the Saints have a real serious shot at this thing, man. I mean, we really do. We should be fine moving into that thing. So, yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked that the NFC South gets 2 playoff teams because I don't think the NFC is that strong. Like, I think it's top heavy at the what? Dude, think about it, bro. Like, look at the NFC. Look at the NFC as a whole.
Rashaad is not too happy about thinking.
I'd say the West put 3 teams in before the NFC South put in 2.
But and that's fine, and we still have 1 slot remaining. There's 3 wild card spots.
Yeah,
well, if you get the Rams, you get the Cardinals.
What? The Rams, the Cardinals.
Kyler Murray gets rental right now.
49ers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but
even if you do that, you still got 1 more wild card team remaining. Like, you still can get 1 more wild card team in. Like, there's 7 teams that make the playoffs.
But that ain't what I said. I just said that I think that the West will put out. The West will put out 3 before we put out 2. That's what I'm saying.
Give me a 3 for sure.
But both of those can happen, and we can still have 7 teams in. Both of those can happen. Like if the West put out
No,
3,
I'm not.
the South puts out 2. But I
I
know
don't
what you're
think-
saying.
I'm not really that high on the 49ers. I can see
Yeah, I
what
don't
you're
think-
saying
I
about
can
the
see-
Cardinals.
I
The
can see,
Cardinals and the Rams.
but what
I
I'm
can see
saying,
that.
what I'm saying is, I believe that the 49ers, even with they dealing with Trey Lance, young, we don't know what that could be. Like that could be a
Right.
major hit, or it could they still got a good defense, right? They're gonna be solid. So, and I think Shanahan coach. I trust Shanahan coaching. We talking about playoffs here. We're not talking about Super Bowl. We talking about playoffs. So in order, I think that they could make a stronger push than the second team in the South.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, Rashaad. First of all, everybody knows I love Kyle Shanahan. He's like my favorite coach in the league. But when it comes to Trey Lance,
I don't know. I know.
You still got Garoppolo.
I know.
You know. They
I'm just saying.
on to Garoppolo.
When it comes to Trey
Well,
Lance,
he might be the Panthers too. You never know.
Trey Lance, he may be young. He's not ready. I'm telling you.
He might not
Like,
be. He might not be.
You seen what the bro did? You seen what he did last year? It's like whenever he had his chance, he ain't look hard, bro.
But fam, Garoppolo is trash too. Right. But look what they did with Garoppolo. Man, turn around and hand that thing to Debo and get the hell out the way.
What the thing that makes Shanahan so good as a coach, bro, is that he knows how to make sure his quarterback doesn't fuck this shit up.
Exactly.
He just knows how to do that. And if with Trey Lance is going to give you more upside than what Jimmy's going to do. Like Cal know how to draw them plays up to make you look good, and he can do that with Trey Lance. All Trey got to do is throw where the hell Cal tells him to throw.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, that's all he got to do.
Jared Cole says, "Get rid of Matt Rule. Cardinals #1." Dun, dun, dun.
Panthers.
That's a Superman check.
Yo, I'm not.
He's saying that if we get rid of Matt Rule, that's the only way we would get #1, and I believe
I don't
that.
see no.
I'm
if.
with you. I'm with you on
no
that.
if for that.
No, but I know what he was saying. That's what he's saying.
All right.
I'm able to interpret that.
Man.
All right, so Rashaad, you still gave us your 1 through 4, bro.
Did Q give his? You kind of alluded to yours. Q.
Well, yeah, he did. He did really.
All right. So for me,
so what's yours? Wait a minute. Let me get yours first, Q.
Okay.
What's yours?
Yeah. Q, you go first.
Rashaad, really, boy. Rashaad will get that pick up. Boy, you know that call last year gonna haunt his ass. He came on the show. He came on the show. I said, Rashaad, I'm about to ask him about that pick. He beat me to it. He said, man, I called it, man. I said Low was gonna be last. He said, man, it feel bad to be the bottom. Boy, I called David Rashaad, had them to come on the show for what was that? Was that last week of the season? Was it? Man, it was. Yeah. I felt so bad getting them to
therapy, dog.
That's right. Bad. That's right.
No, because at that point, we knew that we weren't going to fire the coach, and we knew we were going to get our asses chewed. It was just bad. It was just
Rashaad Dave was just covering the draft at that point. They was already into the draft talk. Them brothers was well in the future already trying to get it over with.
Trying to figure out what we gonna do. Are we gonna go with this? Because we already got to know that Sam Darnold's coming back for $19 million.
Oh my goodness!
So are we gonna think about Bryce Young? Or are we gonna try to wait this thing out, man? Because it was.
19 million. That's not bad, bro.
Bullshit. For Sam Darnold, it is,
bro.
For Sam Darnold. For Sam Darnold, is,
bro. I'd
rather have
exactly.
He might surprise. You got weapons out there, though.
Mr. Trubisky's half the damn price.
Yeah, that was a bargain deal. That was a basement bargain shopper deal right there. For Pittsburgh.
We out here seeing Mitch out here that actually has success getting half the money that Sam Darnold with no success has done. This is the dilemma that we in.
But you know what though, Dave? He ain't gonna be ever getting it again. So he better make sure, like Rashaad said, he better invest in real estate.
It's over. Put it away. It's a wrap.
You better find a high interest account and put it all up in there.
Hey, they still doing bonds. He might want to go get him a bond.
He might go get it. He's gonna need it.
Man said get
a CD. Yeah, you need a CD or something.
CD account.
And I ain't
gotta put it all.
And I ain't talking about no compact disc.
No,
right.
Now, Lacey Cole says, I find it hard to name 7 NFC teams better than the Saints. Dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat.
If I think hard enough, I could probably name 7, but it'll be competitive. Like obviously Rams, Packers, Vikings.
We eviscerated the Packers, by the way,
The Vikings better than the Saints.
Yes.
and a neutral site.
They got a new coach.
In
too,
a neutral
so.
site there, Dave.
Yeah,
neutral site.
coach. Yeah,
That's true, James.
I don't know about the Saints.
They still got Kurt. They still got Kurt Cocaine as the quarterback.
Kurt Cocaine.
Yes.
Oh,
that's why he's getting all the
Cobain.
guaranteed deals. You got to pay for his habit, huh?
that Kurt Caine's a hell of a drug, dog. That's what Fred Smoot said.
Travis Wells, he said NFC receiving a participation trophy this year. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman check.
Yo, let me tell you something. The NFC's I can't recall the last time the NFC has been as weak as it has been, bro. Like when you think top to bottom, it's been like they've lost so many quarterbacks, man.
Yeah.
Like when you think about the quarterbacks in the NFC versus the AFC, the AFC is like a gauntlet. Like could you imagine the AFC West right now? There's a legitimate scenario that one of those teams ain't gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah,
I mean the way the Rams is acting, man, they getting Wagner there, man. I mean that's a tremendous upgrade.
Good luck.
They're
gonna be tough. Only
It's
thing
tough.
slows the Rams down is the Rams and the injuries. That's pretty much the thing.
Injuries.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
At the top, we know it's the Rams, right? But then when you think about everybody else, like, all right, who's second? Green Bay, the Bucks.
You got to put Green Bay up there.
Yeah.
You got to definitely
Green
put
Bay,
Bucks
Bucks
up
we
there
really have
around
to.
there because
and then
yeah. I mean, you got rid of Devontae
Adams. Yeah. I don't know if we just usher them up at the top like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let me tell you something, bro. I'm doing my fantasy show, and the big thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dig and figure out who the hell this Green Bay wide receiver gonna be. Because whoever that guy gonna be, he gonna eat.
They got
gonna
draft
eat.
Yeah.
They just lost Valdez Scantling too. I know he ain't no number one, but with little depth they had is gone.
He ain't there no more.
Right.
Yeah, I know he's gone. He gone.
He gone.
It's gonna be. It's looking like, unless they draft a wide receiver, it's looking like Lazard. Lazard gonna be the one, which is wild.
Yeah, it's got to be Lazard.
Right.
Yeah,
Lazard.
but you know Aaron Rodgers gonna make him a receiver though. Like he always gonna.
Oh no, he loves. And the thing is, he loves Lazard. Like even when Adams got hurt and MVS was hurt, he loved Lazard. He loves him. Aaron's gonna make it work with these guys, and then you still got Aaron Jones running.
Right.
And AJ
They
Dillon.
can be respectable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I put him at 2 though.
I don't know if it's
worst
another
they're 3
though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
At worst,
it might be
3.
a shared position there. You know,
at worst they're 3.
Now,
They're still better than Dallas.
Right.
Tier Artist 404, he says, you gotta get that put on the shirt, bro. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman check.
Yeah, you need to go to Place It and design you a shirt, Lo.
He got one, don't you, Lo?
And you better watch out. You better watch out for DC Comics. But other than that, yeah, I agree.
Exactly. This is true.
Watch out.
You got to spell super like the super on the PJs.
There you go.
SUP.
There you go, brother James. He already ahead of the curve.
Appreciate
that. Man. There you go. Super SUPA. There you
go. Super duper.
Now who? So did you give me your folk?
Nah, he ain't finished. He ain't finished.
Rashaad, listen to that.
See, Rashaad knows. Boy. Okay, so my of course I'm gonna pick the black and gold, and it's not because of head and heart. I think a lot of people are not gonna put the Saints up there, and I think that benefits the Saints because they won't be playing with that pressure. Saints got that. They got a serious special teams unit. Their defense is the top 5, top 10 unit. They coming for you. You're already looking at Tyrann Mathieu to replace Malcolm Jenkins. We got Marcus May there. That's a good, fantastic player. We still got guys like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. The ever young Cam Jordan that put up one of the best second half of the seasons that I've seen and from a defensive end in a while. Yeah. And we got guys that we brought back that are strong on defensive side. The offensive side, we have a few points, but we got to add some more weapons, wide receiver wise, and I think they'll do that. So I got to put the Saints up there because a lot of people, I think they're sleeping on the Saints. Tampa Bay would be my number 2 because of Tom Brady. You got to put Tom Brady in there because if you got Brady, he's going to make sure that he pushes them to get players around to give them a chance. So as long as he's around, you got to give him a chance. And then my third pick will more than likely be, that's a tough one, but I will have to probably end up going with the Carolina simply because No disrespect.
Hey
to
man,
my dog,
listen,
Lo.
we don't need your charity, dog. Don't be
No,
trying
no, no.
to charity.
Charity. Rashaad,
What
it's not
bro?
charity. I'm saying.
Oh, we gotta put them at 3.
No, I'm
Come
saying
on,
it's
man.
tough. I put them at 3 because I think Carolina, and this just from a who that man perspective about Carolina, is that the fact that the Carolina Panthers have a lot of weapons. They got a lot of weapons on offense. CMC's there. You got Moore. I love DJ Moore. They have weapons there. They have a good young defense that with all these veteran coaches there that's coming around, they're going to get these guys synced in, and I think they'll perform better in this upcoming season. And he just got Sam Darnold just has to. He don't have to be great. He just has to be just average and don't hurt the team. He don't have to be a superstar quarterback. Just stay out of the way of stalling out with CMC and DJ Moore and all these weapons. Y'all still got Anderson there too, right? Rashaad Dave.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, see, they got a really good offense. They got pieces there, a decent offensive line and a really good young defense. So
picked up Deontay Foreman too. That's the best pickup.
That's
the best pickup.
That's
we got Deontay Foreman.
Very
we can actually get a yard now. We can get 1 yard. That 1 yard we need, we can finally get it.
That guy is a good pickup. He ran with
Hashtag average Sam in the chat. I did this shit last year. I stand by it.
Yeah.
Hashtag average Sam in the chat. Because he's coming back, guys. Well, we're past that, bro. He's coming.
So
who
that's
the hell
why I
will trade
put
for Sam
Carolina.
Darnold?
The writings on the wall, like a Destiny's Child album.
But he don't have to be great. He just has to be average. Like when he played us in week 3, was it? When he played, he played really well. Week 2 was it? And when he played in week 2 last year, they played really well. Now the bottom fell out, and they just have to fix it and not turn him into nothing. Well, that's what you just can't turn him into something that he knows he's not. So I mean, he just has to operate as a game manager and all those weapons. I think he'd be fine. And no disrespect to my dog Low, I got to put Atlanta there. I know Low, but I'm just saying I put him at 4th because it's so many things that I've seen at Atlanta, like Olakun. When you lost Olakun, I'm like, what in the hell? Well, why would you give that guy up? That guy, when he played against the Saints, that guy was flying around the field making plays and all kind of way. You don't give up a player like that. And then of course, well, yeah. And then of course the situation with Matty Ryan, man, Matty Iceheart, as I affectionately call him, he's no longer there, and you bring in Marcus Mariota. I don't know. The offensive line's a bit shaky with me. So that's what I'm saying. And then when people talk about Atlanta, from what I'm hearing, they always mention Kyle Pitts, who's still a young guy figuring it out. You can't put all that pressure on him. So it's a lot of pieces Atlanta has to add from the skill positions to kind of make it competitive. And when you adding all them young people, man, you got to do some work to get them guys synced in on the game plan before you start piling pressure on them to talk about, now go out there and we're going to put this together and go win some games. It don't usually work that way. It usually take time to build a flow. That's why I was saying, I talked earlier about foundation. Foundation is important. Tampa Bay has a foundation. New Orleans has a foundation. Atlanta's still building theirs, and Carolina's still building their foundation as well.
Carolina ain't got no, we got a damn
you got a foundation.
Y'all got a foundation.
You do.
Like that.
Rashaad, you do. Listen, Carolina is not as bad as they played bad, and maybe it's because of coaching and confidence and a mix of things. He's not getting the most out of his players, but Carolina has weapons there. They have really good players on defense and offense. They have a bunch of first-round draft picks, bro. There's plenty of talent there all over the place.
At least our starting offensive lineman. At least our starting offensive lineman won't say that sacks happened, because that happened last season.
Yeah, it did. Shout out to Johnny
these are quotables that we get from offensive linemen. Sacks happen.
A lot of them happened last year. A lot of them happened last year too.
Bro, I can't accept that, bro. Some offensive lineman telling me that sacks happen.
My man said sacks happen. We had another one that said that the media is out here dividing the locker room. Like, dog.
We had some bums, dog.
Rashaad,
what's up? All right, my 4. Listen, I'm going with a little bit of reverse psychology here. So I'm gonna go Bucks at the top. Okay. I'm gonna go Saints 2nd. I'm gonna go Falcons 3rd, and I'm gonna put the Panthers. I'm gonna put the Panthers at the bottom in hopes that we have some reverse psychology, and they actually end up performing well. So I'm going reverse psychology, putting the Panthers, because it obviously didn't work. I had this Panthers at 2nd last year. That didn't work. All right. So this year I'm putting them at the bottom in hopes that they outperform my expectations. But in all seriousness, though, I really think we in good position, man. I just think coaching. It's coaching, like Big Q said, man. Like we got an offensive line, bro. We got to run it. If CMC healthy, we straight. But I just cannot trust the coaching. It's a coaching issue, and that's something we can't.
But he
got
ain't
no
coaching, Rashaad. He the manager, and he got the other guys in place. But you believe in the guys around him, though, right?
I don't know. I don't believe in nothing until I see it, and I need to see it for at least. I need to see it for at least 8 weeks before I call anything.
From Missouri,
with this team.
you want to be from the show me state.
Show me, dog. Show me. I need to see it. I done heard. Yo, I done heard way too much. I done heard way too much preaching about what this team is gonna be, and I ain't seen shit. So it's about time for me to see something on the field. I'm tired of hearing this talking about losing. We don't care about losing. F all that. I need to see some dubs, dog.
All I'm gonna say is this, guys.
That's real deal, baby.
All I'm gonna say is this, guys. Everybody, the Matt Rule truthers in these streets, and I know some of y'all still out here in these streets. So all these Matt Rule truthers out here, they're talking about this third year. So here's the third year. Talking about the turnaround happens in the third year. Well, if it don't happen the third year, bro, he ain't gonna be here the fourth year. But they've been talking about this third year. They've been talking about this third year like we gonna win the division.
They've been honestly 3 years since the first year.
Matt truthers.
So
we got
there are some out there.
Truthers, bro. We got truthers.
They say, listen, they talk about They talk about the Baylor year 3 because they sucked the first 2 years. In the year 3, they turned around. Temple, same thing happened. First 2 years they sucked. In year 3, they broke out. So that's what everybody's saying in regards to Matt Rule. The year 3 is the year all of his gospel that he spews in his second grade math teacher outfit. Hopefully it'll all work out.
He out here exposing himself as a semi hip hop head, talking about Jay-Z took 7 years and all this other bullshit. And like, look, man, this is the damn NFL, bro. You the only coach with a losing record that didn't get out of here after 2. You should be fortunate you got a third.
Man,
but this is the
year.
I
tell you what. Let me give y'all my phone right quick. Let me give y'all my phone.
My bad.
No. You good, brother? You good. So I'm finna go ahead and put it on out here. As much as I hate to say this because I hate the doggone Saints. I'm sorry. JJ the Great says, "Low, you think Calvin Ridley will keep Calvin Ridley after his suspension is up? Also rise up? Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat." I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna be the case. But number one, I do have to say the Saints. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm sorry, Big Game James. You my boy.
It's all good, man.
Hey, man. I know that you're patient, and you think y'all gonna do something special this year. I hate to rain on your parade, but I finna rain on your parade. Tampa Bay, they gonna be number 2.
Oh shit!
Tom Brady. The thing is about quarterbacks, guys, is that whenever quarterbacks do hit that wall, it don't matter how much avocado ice cream you eat. Whenever quarterbacks do hit that wall, they hit that wall, bro.
Wait a minute. Where avocado ice cream? Where that come from? Does he really eat
that shit?
What kind of Hollywood diet you just put him on?
You made that up, man.
Tom Brady eat avocado ice cream. Look it up.
He does.
He wears Uggs too, but that ain't got shit to do with him playing.
Tom Brady tries to really take care of his body. He eats avocado ice cream. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day,
real talk.
Father Time is undefeated, bro.
Yes,
that's all I'm saying.
Yes,
and as a quarterback, like whenever your arm go, it go. Peyton Manning, he was throwing 50-yard bombs one week. Next week, he couldn't get the ball 35 yards.
They benched his
Same
ass.
thing with Drew
Brees. They were like, we're gonna bring Brock in here to hold this shit on and smack everybody with his defense until it's time to the playoffs.
Yeah. And Big Q, you seen it with Drew. Like I done seen
you're right. He eats avocado ice cream.
Yeah.
He does.
That's that part of that TB12, man.
Man, he got a recipe and everything for it.
Yeah. I've been thinking about trying it, but
if it helped me lose about 20, I eat that shit.
Yeah. Now, as far as number 3, because I got the Saints number 1 and I got Tampa Bay number 2. As far as number 3, I'm gonna go ahead and say the Atlanta Falcons because I learned last year.
Even Big Low put us at the bottom. God, dog.
Last year, I learned, and I don't know if y'all knew to this, but I learned that it was a rivalry between the Panthers and the Falcons. I didn't know that.
Here you go.
I didn't know that, bro.
Here you go.
So, you know, in the spirit of our rivalry, you know, with Keep Pounding Nation, I'm going to put the Panthers down at the bottom. It ain't
Keep Pounding Nation, but carry on. Carry on.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, that ain't it. That ain't it, man.
In the spirit of our rivalry with Black Cat Nation.
Black Cat.
Oh, man.
What?
I'm dying.
In the spirit of our rivalry with the Kakalaki Nation, I'm going to go ahead and say that the Panthers are going to be down at the bottom.
Damn.
And they're going to fire their coach.
You know it's bad when a Falcons fan put you at 4, bro.
Damn. Wait a minute. What in the world? What in the world, bro? What that supposed to mean?
That's like an ugly girl saying no when you ask for a phone number.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is.
Brady. Now all of a sudden they just feeling themselves. They don't even need an X pill. Okay, I hear you, Bo. I hear you. Remember where you came from, James. Remember where you came from now.
Oh, I'm from that 912. I got you. I know. I grew up a Falcons fan. I just changed over. Now I know.
Oh, yeah, man. You already know, man. You already know. But look, I don't want to keep y'all on here too long, man. Big Game James.
Yes, sir.
Will you tell everybody in the chat where they can find you and find your channel?
Yes, sir. Big Game James. I got 2 shows that I run on YouTube. I got the Chop Shop that comes on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. And then I got Big Game Sports Buzz that I run with my boy Jay Stoggs every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. My handles were up here at BG Sports Buzz and at JKN97. And almost every other Friday, you can catch me on the Bucks Report with a Evening Cup of Ray. One of my boys down from Tampa. We do a show about twice a week. On Bucks Report, and that's what I do, man. We just chop it up, keep it real, and we try to cover a wide array of everything until I get the Bucks Report, and then really start trying to talk about the Buccaneers there.
Definitely. So if they Google Big Game James, they'll be able to find you, right?
Yeah, and on my link tree, I got all my stuff. So link tr.ee/Big Game BG Sports Buzz. My bad. I had to change that one up. It was gone and it was too long, but I got all my social media handles and everything else right on there, man. So just trying to do a big. Hey, man, I appreciate being on with y'all, man. Y'all a whole lot of fun, man, and I appreciate y'all letting me come on and chop it up with you tonight.
Salute, man. Brother James.
Appreciate it, man.
To you, brother. Appreciate you for coming on chilling out with Big Q. Tell the folks where they can find you, Bo.
What's up, fam? You can holler at me on the PRO Media Network or the Sports Coma. Got several different platforms. We cover everything: college football, Pelicans, of course, Saints, LSU, all that stuff. Boxing content as well. Several platforms that we involved with. You can catch us on Pro Radio, on Spreaker, and iHeart Radio, all of the wherever you find podcasts, all YouTube, or simply go to www.thewhothatdaily.com and you'll find all our content there as well. So much love, salute to the fam and my dog Low as well.
Much love to you, brother. Dave, Rashaad, where can the good people find y'all good people at, brother?
Dave, you want to take it?
Being the largest independent YouTubers that cover the Carolina Panthers, you can find us at Panther Nation Podcast on YouTube. Our Twitter handle is Panther Nation PC. We do draft content. We do fantasy content. We go live every Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This Monday, we're going to do a roundtable with the mock draft with a bunch of other of our Panther family YouTubers. So we're looking forward to that. I'm about to get this fantasy drop off prior to the draft to talk about all this free agency spend off and try to give you guys some help because you guys are probably doing your best ball leagues in Underdog Fantasy and other places. So just get at us, man. Become a patron if you want to support us more. We give out prizes every month. Just get at us, man.
Definitely, brother. Definitely. I appreciate that, man. And once again, I appreciate all y'all for coming on to chill out with us tonight. Redrick Young, he says, Coach Low, you kicking it with the enemy today. You talking to the Saints and the Bucks, and nobody care about the Carolina Jaguars. What in the world?
Oh man!
Wow.
Before you do it,
That's a shot in the gut.
Let me tell you something, bro. Listen, man, let me be clear. It's not a Jaguar, it's a Panther. We've been to Super Bowls. We've done things in this NFL thing. You know what I'm saying? We've done what we needed to do.
Damn.
The Jags wish they were us. They out here hiring Urban Meyer and shit. Kicking kickers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, that was a disaster there, man.
That was
Bro, I knew it
Dumpster
was a disaster.
fire.
Dude,
The moment he got hired, I said, "There's no way he survives the season." He out here.
Didn't either.
He out here doing. He out here kicking, doing 1-2 steps to his kickers.
Got little
Telling
girls
his
twerking on his lap in Ohio at the games and stuff.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow. Well, Reggie,
Boy.
I appreciate that. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh man. Look, y'all know I know a lot of y'all probably don't know me. My name is Big Low Kuntry. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach that love to sit around and talk about sports. You can find me at Big Low Kuntry Sports on YouTube. I'm sorry, I'm from the country, so it's spelled Big Low, Kuntry. I didn't realize I was spelling it wrong until I graduated from college. My apologies. So make sure that you go to my channel, Big Low Kuntry Sports, hit that subscribe button. I promise you, if you hit the subscribe button, I will dance at your wedding one day. I definitely will. So make sure you
just don't get naked for him, man.
I won't get naked. You know? I won't get naked. Rashaad, I promise, man. I promise. But yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Big Low Kuntry. Same thing, Big Low Kuntry. Guys, I do want to ask y'all this, while I got y'all together, because I know that y'all be busy doing y'all own things, living that YouTube rock star lifestyle and everything. Would y'all be willing to get on after the draft and chop it up a little bit about the moves that our respective teams made?
Oh yeah.
Nah, it depends. I ain't gonna commit to it. I ain't gonna.
Look, man.
It might piss me off, man.
That's why you gotta get on, bro.
That's why you gotta get on.
Come on and vent, dog.
I'll be here. It ain't like we gonna have too many picks any damn way. I'll be here.
Yeah.
Shit. We out here gonna have this 6th pick. We're gonna wait till $137, and then we're gonna figure out what the hell is gonna happen next.
Wow.
Then I'm gonna be sitting here watching it. I'm gonna be sitting here in this draft wondering, like, damn.
Carolina gonna trade out that pick.
We could have had a pick, but instead we got Sam Darnold.
They're gonna trade out that pick, bro.
I think so.
They're gonna trade out that pick, Dave.
I hope they do.
That pick. Oh, yeah.
I hope they do, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The problem I have is that we're not good at trying to convince folks to trade out of the pick. So I think we're going to be forced to take somebody at 6. And that's the dilemma. And if we do that, we're going to be sitting a long time.
We tried to listen for trades last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I might trade with the Steelers.
That's far.
I would love it. We did.
But yeah, I ain't gonna commit. I ain't gonna commit to it until I see the draft.
Rashaad.
If I don't see A+ draft, then I ain't going.
Rashaad ain't gonna commit to the draft show, and Rashaad didn't want to say about where the Carolina Panthers fall at. He said 4th in his own standards to take the pressure off himself because he remember what happened this past year.
You damn right I did.
Reverse psychology as the reason.
And you know what I did? I wasn't gonna talk to y'all if either one of y'all landed Deshaun Watson.
Man, I wasn't gonna talk to you.
I wouldn't have been on the show either.
Bro, you can't do that, bro.
Hey, listen.
If y'all would have got him out and say congratulations,
let me tell you, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I never wanted him. I never wanted him. I never wanted him because I thought it would have been too much to give up, and we had too many holes.
It is a lot.
Never wanted him, and you have to deal with the whole ordeal.
That still ain't over with. Yeah, he got a lot of stuff.
Dog, we in the Carolinas, bro. They in Charlotte. Don't get it twisted. There's even though it is a liberal city in the center of that shit, that shit around Charlotte. There's some conservatives up in them streets, man. Deshaun would have had a rough, just like he's having a rough in Cleveland right now. They're not.
Right now. Yeah.
They're not trying to hear that shit right now, bro.
Right.
I couldn't imagine
at all.
Couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
Well,
don't be tough.
They're not. The only place that he would have had a little bit of a shot was Atlanta because that's where he's from. They could have tailored it.
That might have been the game plan behind it, though, Dave. That's a good thought there. That's why he was trying to force his way in there.
And guess what? If that would have happened, I wouldn't have been on this show right now.
Man, Rashaad. You sorry, second sorry.
You can't act like that,
you didn't
bro.
keep that hate out your heart, bro. Don't be
Act like
man.
that,
Hey
Rashaad.
man, I be hating. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I be hating, bro. At least I admit it. I be hating, man.
That's at least I admit it. Yeah, that's true, bro. That
Man,
way,
let me tell you about
hating,
Rashaad, though,
keeping it
bro.
real,
It's
bro.
like
Keeping
Rashaad
it
hit me
real.
up on like Thursday or Friday morning. He was like, "Hey, bro, if y'all get to Deshaun Watson, when I see you, we finna fight." I like, what? Like, what in the world? It was like 7:30 in the morning. I
Real
like,
talk,
man,
yo.
this is
A lot of folks wanted Deshaun so bad, and when I said I was against it, I was like public enemy number one to Panthers Twitter, bro. There were some folks who was behind me and understood why I felt that way. I just felt like it would have been giving up too much, and we're not fixing the problem that we had. We wouldn't have fixed the offensive
Man,
line if
F
we
all
got
that,
Deshaun
man.
Watson.
F all that. I ain't want to see that dude in the South. I ain't want to deal with him for the next 10 years. So I'm glad y'all didn't get him. I'm glad we didn't get him. I'm glad Cleveland got him. Good riddance. We'll see you on the other side. But if he would have went to one of y'all teams, I ain't talking to none of y'all, bro. I ain't talking to none of y'all.
You know what you is? You know what you is, Rashaad? You a Superman hater. That's what you is.
Hey, I'm just keeping it. I'm just keeping it in the buck, man. I'm just keeping it in the buck with y'all, man.
Oh man. Well, look, man, I ain't finna keep y'all up on too long, man. I know that Big Game, he was on before he came on this show, so I know that he tired. But hey, once again, I appreciate all y'all for coming on and chilling out with us. And Rashaad, we'll be looking forward to chopping it up with you after the draft, and
maybe.
So everybody else, definitely.
We'll be here, man.
I'm joking. I'm joking, by the way. It's all a joke. Y'all don't know me. I'm joking.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Salute, fam.